What up, Nine? What up, Nine?
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
As the 9% and word would say, make a better you, a better us.
Fuck being rational. Give them what they ask for.
Who do you think you are? I'm the word. Boy, I'm the one who put in the work.
When I move, it's in a quick rumble. I will never ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
What up, though? It's the word. You see the title, we about to get into it. But before we do that, do me a favor, hit that like. And if you're new with us, subscribe, man. It's free to you. But it mean the world to me, right? Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody. Shout out to the people in the Raptors just chilling. You know, we ain't gonna get into the chat because ain't nobody in there. But today, bro, we're gonna talk about a couple things. If you weren't here yesterday, man, listening to this on a replay or live, I'm gonna take a little hiatus and take a couple weeks off, get some stuff done. Um, so yeah, so tonight, is an open topic. The link is dropped. But I just want to talk about a couple of these topics on here if ain't nobody else cool. You know, come up, conversate. We're gonna talk about this, right? And Sonya Massey, man. Uh, yeah, that was the whole debacle. You know, we watched this lady lose her life due to a pot of hot water. Everybody had an opinion, right? Even when we seen the video, everybody had an opinion, right? And I like to talk about Bud Files. What up, fam? Appreciate it. And when I talk about these situations or event, I like to look at the situation and not the people, right? And it was a little disheartening, especially after seeing the video, to hear people try to justify the behavior of the cop, right? Try to justify that behavior. You know, we can all see he was wrong and what he did. Even after the deed was done, people were still, oh, even like Officer Tatum, right? This is I think he a former police officer. I don't really know too much about him. I just remember him specifically because he was the cop. Talk about the cop was justified. Even after seeing the video, he was debating people about it. You know, people, it was just disheartening as a human being, right? But as a black man, it was common. Like every time, you know, something like that happened, you know, black people don't get benefited about people trying to say she tried to throw the hot water. So anyway, today or yesterday, old boy got found guilty of second-degree murder, right? Cop did. Second-degree murder. And the crazy part, his partner testified, right? So the other officer on the scene testified. And when they asked him if he was afraid when Sonya Massey had the pot of water, he said no. Said was he in fear like something was going, he said no. But he said he was afraid that night. It just wasn't, he wasn't afraid of Sonya Massey, he was afraid of his partner. Another cop saying that. So all these people defending him, I like to try to understand why, right? Because when it comes to situations, I know people can get emotional when we see that, because I do. You know, I feel some type of way. But just in my 41 years, I learned, like, man, you have to be, you have to look at things from a critical thinking perspective. Like, you have to assess and analyze, and emotions can't be evolved when you do that, because as soon as the emotion is like a fog, right? It'll obscure things that's right in your face. Because you're emotional, you won't see what's right in your face. And when you see it, if it don't, when you see things, right, and it don't appeal to your emotion, usually people ignore it. And in this case, they did. But I know when his partner spoke, that was the nail in the coffin, man. That's all we need to know. There's another cop afraid of another cop because of his actions. He wild. You know he was wilding out. Even when he tried to help the lady, he was like, "Nah, man, she dead." Like, no, and they got him for second degree. And the difference between first and second degree is premeditation. Was it thought out before it was done? Was it planned out? You know, because some things are done in the heat of the moment, right? So the difference between first and second, if you sat there, planned it, orchestrated it, yeah, that's first. Premeditation. Second degree is still intentional. You mean that you meant to do it. So he got hit with second degree. Mr. Gary busted down. Brown, what it do with the business is, fam? Appreciate you, man. Didi. Didi, 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 Didi. What up, bro, Didi? Appreciate you. So, yeah. Uh, so Sonya got, her and her family got justice. He ain't been sentenced yet, but I just thought that was, uh, I think that's a good move forward, right? That they hit him with second degree, found guilty of second degree. I think that, I mean, so many positive things happen out of that negative aspect. You got another cop speaking out about another cop's behaviors. You know, I think that's dope. He did what was right. And I can understand why he was scared. Shit. Man, look, let me tell you, anybody can get it, right? Y'all, we watch these movies, we hear these stories about, cop, you can't snitch on another cop because they'll get you up out of there. Man, that shit real, bro. They'll get you up out of there. Your own partner, just look, they ain't no look. That ain't just in the streets backdooring people. That's human behavior, man. That shit can happen to anybody, anywhere, no matter what your occupation is, no matter what your title or status is. If people want to get you out the way, they'll get you out the way. That's human nature. That shit just don't happen in the hood. That happen everywhere, and even in the police department. You see, it's like, look, this is how it is, bro. This is why I say it's human behavior. Because some people do bad shit, right? And they do it in a way they won't get caught, right? They don't do it outright in front of you. They do it in a way they don't get caught. And when they about to get caught, they get rid of the evidence and the witnesses. That's just human behavior. Growing up in the hood, that was a normal thing. But even as I became an adult, working even in the hospital, right? You got some crooked doctors there. You got bad people everywhere and in all different positions. And I remember, um, okay, I probably shouldn't tell this. So it's been times like that, right? People get caught doing unscrupulous thing, unethical thing, and they get the person fired before the person can try to snitch on 'em. Before the person try to tell on them, they get them up out of there. Now that ain't in no physical way, but same concept. When you in people way, when they doing things they don't want other people to know about, they get you up out of there. So that's what that cop was afraid for. That's why he was afraid of the other cop. He ain't know if he was gonna snap. He know he a witness, and with him, if they ain't on the same story, then he looking at time. And for him to say he's afraid, it has to be more to that story, right? This is his partner. So I'm pretty sure his previous behavior, the nature of the man itself, he didn't seen it. He didn't seen it. And then after doing that, he probably like, well, now I see what he capable of. Cold blooded murder. He capable of it. So I see why he was scared. Because he ain't know if he was next. But it's ironic though, right? Like before the trial, and this is the problem with uh public trials, like holding things on a public trial. We all got our opinions. We all got, but this is big. We don't have all the facts, right? We ain't had that cop's testimony until he testified. Everybody was wondering what this cop, he ain't said shit. He ain't said nothing up until the time he had to. And in a lot of cases, that's what I mean. You don't get it's certain evidence, especially witness testimony. They tell you who a witness is, but you don't know what that witness gonna say and how they gonna testify. So a lot of these cases that we see, we hold public trial, and when we do that, I mean, without all the information, with all the facts of the case, even like with this shifting over to the Candace Owens, man, Candace Owens is on, bro. She on some shit, boy. Candace Owens, boy. I don't want to be her enemy, man. I don't want to be. And I didn't think her and Charlie Kirk was that cool at the time of his death. I didn't think they was that cool. I know they was cool before, but at the time of the death, all the evidence showed they wasn't even that cool. They wasn't even that close. They didn't even get to go to his funeral. You know, she didn't even go to the funeral. But said that wasn't no funeral. That was a damn Republican rally. Motherfuckers got fireworks and shit. I don't think none of his family spoke. Like, there's a lot of weird shit around that Charlie Kirk case. I don't, like I said, we talk over here, man. We talk about the situation. I don't care about the person. I ain't gonna say I don't care about the person in a negative way. I'm just saying it's not about the person. The conversation is not about the person. It's about what happened, right? That's what we can learn from. Because whatever happened to one person, it's going to continue to happen to other people. The whole point is to learn so we can create solutions for these problems, right? So looking at that Charlie Kirk case, man, Candace Owens ain't taking shit, bro. She ain't taking no bull, and it's a lot, man. It's like a modern day JFK, like far as conspiracy wise, not like not again, not the person, but what happened. It's like the reason I say that is built with conspiracy. And Candace Owens, she attacking everything, but because she emotional, it's like some of the things like I watch and the way she break it down, you can tell uh, she and her feelings about it, and that's cool. I mean, if that's her friend, you expect that, right? She and her feelings about it, but like I said, that can cloud you, so you'll start pointing that shit, right? Especially like doing what she doing, like bringing forth information. I'm gonna say it like that. She bringing forth information, doing what she doing, and giving her perspective on the information. If you are filled with emotions, looking at something and it ain't really nothing, you kind of lose credibility with the other thing. If somebody see you tripping on one thing, they gonna think, well, shit, there's a possibility she tripping about this too. So some of the things I'm like, man, just leave that alone. That ain't nothing to focus on. And then some of the things I'd be like, well, like the whole bullet thing. We talked about that. I had a question. I only heard one other YouTuber ask, like, how the fuck did this boy know where to set up to shoot? Like, how did they, like, what? He didn't go to that school, right? He didn't go there. So the itinerary might be online. I don't know. This is just a question I had. If he did all that alone, how did he know where to set up? Like, did they have like a map of where Charlie Kirk was going to be stationed at? They could have. I don't know. You know, but these are questions I had. Like when I first heard, like when they first said they got the suspect and start giving information, and when they said he didn't go to the school, so I'm like, how the fuck he know how to get on this roof and like how did he know all that shit? That don't even make sense unless he scouted the place. Now, if he scouted the place, if you get surveillance of him on that day, you should have surveillance of him prior to that. And if he didn't scout the place, then that means somebody gave him the information, right? Like, so he wasn't alone. Somebody helped him. Like, it's no way. There's no way that boy on that day he see where he at, find access to this roof, the perfect spot. There's no way. So even a setup, like how it was done, I had questions about that. Right? Questions about that. Like, as far as him being okay, so that's one. I ain't hear people talk about that, but Candace on some other shit. Like, if you watch the video, right, it's certain protocol, right? He got, I think I counted 5 people, 5 security guards, right, and 2 of them very close to him. The thing that I found weird, like I said, understanding certain protocols, right? This is this watching that video in real time, like when it happened, I'm like, the first thing I noticed that when he got hit, no one of his security team or the security, no one took position to look for the shooter. Like no one drew weapons, no one took position because they didn't know where the shot came from. It could have came from the crowd. So you see him get hit. First dude did the first 2 people next to him did the right thing. They got him down on the ground, covered, right? But then I seen a dude run and jump over the table, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Okay, he might be taking cover. Then I see him get up, go towards the back. You see some other, and I'm looking like, damn, that's weird. Like they didn't even try to identify where the shot came from. It was just like, bam, he shot. We got to go. Like, what if the guy would have kept shooting? Like, what if it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if it was a mass shooting, right? What if it wasn't just and Charlie just got hit first? But the whole goal was to be a match. They at that time when it happened, nobody knew what the fuck was going on. They just knew Charlie got hit. So I'm thinking like, why ain't nobody trying to identify where the shot came from? Why ain't nobody taking position to return fire? I'm thinking that because that's how the setup is. You got 5 people, 2 people, cover them, get them down. Like even if you watch what happened with Trump, you seen like Secret Service had their thing. It was one lady they was making fun of. She didn't draw, but even the people that got Trump down, once they got him down, they was ready to return fire because you don't know if the person running up or you don't know nothing. Shot happened, bang. So that was weird. But Candace Owens was pointing out that one of the guys who was his friend or whatever, when Charlie got hit, he ran on the other side of the wall where they was bringing Charlie Kirk's body and start, doing a video talking about Charlie got hit, showed them carrying Charlie. And she was like, that was weird. And I'm like, yeah, that was weird. But at today's age, that ain't weird, bro. He seen Charlie get hit. And he like, okay, this is gonna be a historical moment. I want to document. And he went and set up. He wasn't thinking about when he seen Charlie, he knew he was gone. He even said it. He knew he was gone. So he like, shit, I'm gonna make the best out of the bad situation. I'm not saying that's right, but that's how people think. That's fucked up. It's supposed to be your friend, your boy, but that's how people think, man. That's not unnormal. I mean, everything is recorded now. Before people will see somebody get hit by a car and start recording it before they go try to help the person. Before they even try to help the person to see if the person's still alive, they start recording. That's the society we live in today. So, I mean, that's just where we at. But Candace is a pit bull. She looking for evidence everywhere, nonstop. I mean, you would think like his wife would be doing it. His wife just accept everything that happened and said, "Fuck it, let's move forward." They got him. That Candace like, "Nah, this shit weird." Candace like, "No, no, no, this shit weird." And that's even weird. By the way, I mean, I ain't. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not. Everybody grieve different. Sometimes people want to work through their grief, right? Just move forward, and you know. And then, like I said, it's probably stuff behind the scenes that we don't know. It's probably. I mean, they talk about they got video of the boy crouching down and on the roof, changing clothes, doing all this crazy shit on the roof. Like, so you never know. You never know. Yeah, but Candace Owens, she going to war. She going to war. She calling everybody out. Everybody, anybody around that shit, she calling their ass up. She ain't playing about her Charlie. I don't know, bro. He had to hit this kid, bro. Allegedly, I'm joking. I'm not, but I am. I don't know, bro. I mean, like, for somebody to go that balls to the wall for something, bro. I don't know, man. You got to have some type. I don't know, man. I can't with the implications. Like, if it's true, now think about this, man. If it's true that the FBI is covering information up, or he was really like all this is if it's true, your life is in danger, home. They gonna shut your ass up. And man, I don't care, bro. You got to be somebody very special to me for me to go through that, to be willing to go through that, put my life on the line. This lady married. I don't know if she got kids, and you going this hard, and his people ain't going hard like this. His own people around him, bro. She leaking text messages, bro. I'm like, oh shit, bro. She on their head, man. You can't tell me, bro. Bro, you cannot tell me something. They ain't got no special bond. You can't tell me that, bro. And if they don't, that shit is weird. That shit is fucking weird, bro. You going that balls to the wall for somebody, man. Mm-mm. That shit is telltale. The way she going, she mad as fuck, bro. She mad as hell. You would think that was her husband, and they took him away from her. The way she acted, that's how you would think. But nah, this ain't even her boo, bro. And she going this hard. Well, shit, I want to be friends with Candace. Shit, she going this hard for some like that shit. What? No, I don't. I'm just fine. I'm straight. I am straight. But for her to be going that hard, man, y'all, come on, bro. Be honest with me. For her to go that hard, you telling me they ain't have a special relationship? If that's what you want to call it, some type of special relationship, and she going that hard? Oh, Baba, what up, though? My bad.
Hey,
You in the back, man. I don't know how
what's
long.
up? About 20 minutes.
Oh, let me turn you up, bro. I can barely hear you. It might
Too
be.
low? Oh, hang on.
Yeah, I got you all the way up. Might be
It's all
my.
the way up?
Yeah.
Or let me see something real quick.
All right, say something like that.
Test, testing,
Yeah, it
test.
might be mine, but it might be mine. It might be low.
Let me see something. Is that better?
Yeah, let me try to change. Let me swap my mics out. Let's see. Might have put my headphones on. Mic check. Say something now.
Testing. One, two.
Okay, that's better. I just put both my earbuds on.
Oh, okay. What's up, man?
What up, man? How you been, man?
Good. Man, I heard you talking about some good topics over here. The Charlie Kirk. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. What you think about that, bro?
Ah, there's so many things that make no sense, man. His best friend was following him with the camera all day. And then when it happens, he doesn't even freak out. He walks away nonchalantly. He doesn't go to his buddy to see what, is he okay? He just walks away and he calls his dad. And his dad's a pastor, and his dad lied. His dad said he was covered in blood when he called me on FaceTime, and he's on the video. He has no blood on him, right? There's so many things. The day, like 2 days after it all happened, they paved over the entire thing. Why would you do that,
Yeah.
right? And then the ballistics of the whole thing, where, the caliber that he used, it would do serious damage, right? Then you look at the video, you look at the way his shirt puffs up, there's no blood. I mean, there's just so many things, right? And then you look at the wife, how the wife's acting. Now, you want to say, okay, don't judge how somebody's going to grieve. That's one thing. But this woman, she's on a roll. You can't stop her. She's smiling everywhere. I mean, she's doing interview after interview. Now they're saying, oh, she's going to do her first sit down interview. Well, that's not true. It's the first mass media interview. She's going to sit down and do some interview, whatever. But here's the thing, she's probably going to run for president or something, I mean, something crazy is happening. They got no evidence on the guy. The guy they arrested, what evidence do they actually have, right?
Bro, that's exactly. I was talking to my wife about that, and I'm looking like when I seen them get hit, I'm looking like, bro, that had to be. I don't like even as the blood squirt. I'm like, okay, he got hit in the jugular. That's where the skirt, because I'm thinking it was like an entry wound, and I thought it was like a small caliber. I thought somebody hit him from the stand. I mean, like in the
Exactly.
crowd, right? Because I
Right.
mean, this is before all the information came, and I'm looking at that, and I'm like, okay, but even the way he jerked, I'm looking like, damn, it looked like he got hit from the back, like the way, because when you think about velocity, when you think about the way the bullet, I don't know if you're familiar with shooting, but the velocity, or like when the bullet is traveling, what really it's the bullet does damage, but it's the velocity that's carrying the bullet. Like when it enters something, it expands, right? So the way people usually the bullet take them to like that expansion point, and the way he jerked, I'm looking like, damn, it looked like he got hit from the back or from the other side. So now
Well,
I'm thinking like, damn, that was an exit wound. But
well, the
then when they
thing
start saying the
is,
308, I said, hell no. Bro,
yeah,
I done hunted with
exactly.
308. I mean, with a 30-06. I went
Yeah,
hunting. I done damn near took a deer head off with it, but
yeah,
I got a
exactly. You could
308
hit a
myself.
moose with that. You hit a moose with that, and
Man,
boom,
bro,
it just
especially if it's
collapses.
a full metal jacket.
Yeah. So, I mean, none of it makes sense. And I mean, there's a lot of other stuff. I mean, just before this, he changed his position on a lot of things, apparently. And, none of it is adding up. So, uh I think it's kind of crazy because everybody saw, I mean, I don't know when you saw it, but I saw the video like right when it happened. Right when it happened, it
Yeah,
was published everywhere. Why? Right? And not only that, now, they basically are hiding people's evidence. Supposedly, there's a guy going out there saying that he had a video, and I seen the video, but he said it got erased remotely from his phone, and that he was getting calls from, three-letter agencies telling him, it's best that you delete it and all this stuff. I mean, there's just a lot of shady stuff going on. So I don't think we'll ever know the truth. And here's the two things that are going to happen. Either the guy's going to get off, or he's going to get got before it gets to
yeah.
trial. That's what's going to happen.
I don't think
So
he gonna make it to trial, bro.
no, no way.
I ain't trying to be funny. I just don't think so.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. And the thing is, some people you talk about this to, and they say, well, I mean, what difference does it make, right? But the thing is, if stuff like this gets carried out right in front of us in this day and age, it's one
Hmm.
thing when the JFK stuff was happening, stuff like that. It was a lot easier to hide this. But the fact that they can do this right in front of you, that's scary, man. That's real scary.
That's that's what that's what I was trying to say. Like people, like I joke a lot, right? And I tell people like, man, I ain't saying too much because they get you up out of here. And
Yeah.
like, bro, I just feel like you said, a lot of the stuff around him. The I think he was changing his messages. And I think about like record labels, bro. You know how sometimes like the artists get hotter when they ain't here no more. They be
Yeah.
more valuable when they not here no more.
Well,
And
that's it.
I'm
And
just thinking like it's scary because it's like even somebody of that status or stature that we think they don't care, bro. And then they gonna tell you whatever the fuck they want to tell you, and you gotta roll.
yeah, and he was on track to run for president himself. And if he, proved himself to be somebody that's gonna do what he feels is right, he's not gonna, listen to, what you want him to do. Then, you know, it is what it is, right?
Did you see some of that the text messages Candace Owens was releasing when he was saying he afraid like somebody gonna take him out?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that was pretty recent before it all happened. But,
Yeah,
um,
but that's what I'm saying. Like he I mean, for somebody to feel like that and then something like that happen, and I don't, bro. It's just too many things that we consider coincidences. Like even the question that was asked before he got unalive, and then, bro, hold on, bro. What about the mother, the damn the old man in the crowd talking about I did it. Like, come
yeah,
on now, bro. This all this shit it can't be coincidences, bro. You just had some random man, and then this dude attached to all these big ass events. Like, hell no, bro.
yeah. It's real crazy. It's real crazy. So, I don't know. I mean, what do you think about the wife's behavior? Have you seen her do any interviews since all this happened or no?
I, not interviews, but she did some shows though.
Right. You
Like
saw the
the
funeral though,
first,
right?
you said what?
You saw the funeral?
Man, that shit was wild, bro.
It's crazy. It was a
That shit like
spectacle.
some WWE shit, like
Yeah.
Triple H sponsored it or set it
Yeah.
up to do shit like that.
It's crazy, man. So, yeah, man. I don't know. Did you talk about the Sonya thing yet?
Yeah, man, we can touch back on that. I thought that was interesting because I was talking about like when it first happened, Officer Tatum was going around debating people saying that the dude was justified. And I'm looking like, come on now. So now hearing that it's hurt me was fucking terrified of him. Um, it just solidified what I said from the beginning, man. Like I ain't saying that dude went in there with the intention to unalive Sonya, but he took the opportunity to.
Well, so I don't know what I guess today was the first day or something. I don't know. I didn't hear that news. But for me, the reaction when I watched the video originally, it's there's no way that you could feel in danger of your life from a pot of boiling water, right? Number one. Number two, if you do, how hard is it to dodge a pot of boiling water, right? I mean, it's not hard.
Not hard at all, bro.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, to me, it makes no sense. When I saw the video, I thought it was pretty evident that the guy should. I mean, like you said, it would be hard to say that it was premeditated or that he wanted to do it, but it doesn't it doesn't make sense the way that it played out. Anybody that watches it, I don't see how they could, say anything else.
I got a sense of relief too because the partner testified and told the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna say just tell the truth, but just being honest, bro. Like that gave me hope. Like this shit can be normal. You know when look, man, you gonna have bad people everywhere, right? I'm not
Yeah.
one of the people who go sit here and say all cops are bad because I got a lot of family members who state troopers, police. I got a cousin that's FBI. I believe in law enforcement, right? But I know for a fact that there's bad people everywhere, even cops. But just like in society, bro, we speak up when we see bullshit. People won't feel they think before they do it. That's how I feel. Like people think more, put more thought into it before they do unscrupulous shit. Like, bro, it's like a pot of water does not. I've seen people come at cops with knives and they cage them. Right, this a little lady, bro. If anything, you could have tased her ass, right? But now you deadly force. And the fucked up thing is like you said, I will shoot you in the face, and what he do? Shoot her in the face.
Mm, yeah. Well, and the weird thing is, if you watch the entire video, you know, what reason did they even have to go into the house? They wanted to go into the house, right?
Hmm.
So I don't, if you watch the entire thing, to me, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, because in the beginning, she called because somebody was breaking into her car or something like that. And then all of a sudden, they want to go into her house and they're saying, "Show me your ID," or, whatever it is. It's been a long time since I've seen it. But um, to me, the whole thing didn't make any sense. I mean, I get that maybe she was calling a lot because she is going through some kind of mental health thing or whatever. Um, but is that a reason to go into her house? I mean, what were they trying to accomplish by going into her house? Exactly. You know?
No, it's that whole thing was weird to me too. That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. I did a video. It was a year ago, but I did a video on it, and that's what I was saying. But like, there was no purpose for them to even go into the house. But
Yeah.
the one, and then it was kind of like you told her to turn the. You don't want to start no. Well, one of them did. I don't know which one did, but one of them told her like, "Once you turn the water off, we don't want to, start no fire or nothing." And then it's like, okay, I understand you following her to make sure, but why would you even think she threatened in the first place if you was there to? I don't know, bro. None of that shit made sense. That's why I was like, bro, he was itching for something.
Yeah. So, yeah, I didn't know that the partner was testifying. So that's going to be interesting how that turns out.
Well, I'm happy they hit him with second degree though, bro. I mean, it'd be hard. I mean, it's just from a lawyer. Well, I ain't a lawyer, but if I was a lawyer, you want to guarantee conviction. Murder two is a lot easier to go through than murder one, but I mean, shit, you can all. I mean, we can argue premeditation for all the shit we just said was weird. Probably can't prove it, but it's a good argument. You probably can sell it if you got a golden tongue.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least, I mean, the thing is, if if that was my profession, and now everybody's got body cams. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's good. It's good that that's happening, and I think it's strange that somebody could carry that out knowing that there's a body cam on them. That's kind of even more makes it more odd, right? So
King Miller, what it do, fam? Appreciate you. Yeah, bro. And I think that's what gave his partner uh the confidence to go up there and tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? He kind of enticed him to tell the truth because it's shit on video. So I mean, shit. Because can you imagine if it wasn't no body cam and you just had one other cop kind of pressure the partner to tell this story? I'm pretty sure that shit is common. I heard a story, man. I ain't gonna tell none of my people dirty, but like some of the shit I heard, they got friends and stuff and family and stuff. And I mean, stories I heard, like shit, it's kind of like a go along, get along there,
Mm,
if you know what I'm saying.
yeah. So I'm doing kind of a rapid fire over here. What is the third thing in your title? It says snaps ending. What's that?
Oh yeah, the snaps and the evening tea, bro.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
Like
So I
I
mean,
feel,
there's. Go ahead.
like if I like me personally, it don't affect me at all. But like looking at it, I I I, I have been a person in the past that said, people take advantage of that program because they do. Right? That's a fact. We can honestly say it's people taking advantage of it. But when it ends, I got a heart, bro, and I started thinking about the people who actually need that shit, right? And it's
Yeah.
like, damn, that's fucked up. DoorDash got a cool program where they uh you can order from uh food banks and they deliver for free and shit.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, that's kind of cool. You get the free delivery and the food for free. But yeah, man, I don't know how to feel about that. Like I can't be emotional because it don't affect me, so I have no true feelings about it. But when you think about it, it's just like, damn, what about the people who actually need that? Because everybody ain't taking advantage of the program that's on. Some people some people use it in a proper way, bro. It's like a stepping stone or something to help them while they trying to get where they going. They get a job, they in school. You know what I'm saying? Then
Oh, yeah.
when they get in position, they get off of it. So it's
It's true.
people using it for the right purposes, but um, I just don't think it's. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people depending on that shit now, and some people just in unfortunate positions that just need that little assistance to help them through this rough time, especially now, bro. This a I can see if it was like back in 2016 or something, but this is a fucked up time to stop this shit, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, it doesn't affect me, obviously, but you know, I was born into the projects, so obviously, when I see something like that, uh, yeah, like you say, I mean, it definitely is a problem because there's people that need it, and you got winter coming up. I don't know. It seems like hard times now. What makes it even more kind of nasty is that you got the president tearing down, remodeling the White House at the same time that the government is shut down and people can't get food, right? So it's kind of a weird dichotomy to see, he's putting up a ballroom while people can't get food. So I don't know. It's kind of a
The
bad
money
look.
to Argentina,
What's that?
billions of dollars, while people here in America all fucked up, bro, tearing down like you said, remodeling the ballroom.
Yeah, remodeling the ballroom. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty messed up. I mean, I don't know. Are they trying to start some kind of civil unrest? I hope not, because I don't know
So,
where else does it lead, right? I mean,
bro, I was, I was saying, well, I was trying to not to say it, but last night I was talking about it, bro, and I was like, it's hard. I mean, just my opinion, just looking at it, what's going on can actually destabilize the country, bro.
big
And
time.
you can't tell me this shit ain't looking intentional.
Yeah,
Like
I hope it doesn't get to that, but yeah,
people don't
scary
see that shit,
times.
bro. Like this, like bro, all this martial law shit, bro. All this, like man, I don't know, we in a weird time. But
Yeah,
it's like taking me back in the day, bro.
it's weird.
Some of the
It's
stories the
weird.
ancestors was telling, bro. That's how I'm starting to feel, bro.
Yeah, yeah, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, and on top of that, we got, world war concerns to worry about. I mean, I know a lot of people probably aren't paying attention, but, it seems like there's uncertainty on all fronts. I mean, whether you're talking about the Fed and interest rates, or the world war situation, or even the war at home, and the whole thing with him deploying military, just before all this is happening. And then if you look at the sequence of events, man, it's just not good. I mean, when is the temperature going to get turned down? That's what I want to know.
Bro, that's what man. You remember KB Toy Store?
Oh yeah, of course.
You know what happened to KB Toy Store?
I don't remember.
It ended up going bankrupt and out of business after Trump bought
Oh, really? That's funny.
it. Oh shit. He liquidated that bitch quick as hell, bro. Well, that bitch went, yeah, bro. I mean, it's like this reminded me of KB Toy Store. He
Do
set
they
up a story doing the shit with the country. Like,
is Toys R Us still around or no?
I don't know, bro. Honestly,
Huh.
I like the Toys R Us that was by me. Uh, I haven't, bro, since Amazon came out. Honestly, I haven't been. I ain't even walked in a Toys R Us.
Oh yeah, and speaking about Amazon, they laid off 14,000 employees because they're going to get replaced by AI. So,
God damn.
I mean, there's another front where everybody's wondering what's going to happen. I mean, who knows? It's crazy.
Better get into AI. It's maintenance or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
AI maintenance.
That's it.
It's gonna be God damn, bro. Crazy
So
times we living in.
what's your last topic? It
Crazy
says
times, bro.
THF. What's that? THF? Bayzoo? What's that?
Oh, so it's this I don't know, you know who Little Dirk is?
I know he's a rapper, but I never listened to him.
He a rapper. His brother
Yeah.
is a gangbanger in Chicago, older guy. And he kind of left the street, but he got unalive. And
Uh-huh.
2 days later, this young lady got unalive. And it was speculated that she dropped the location, but like
Oh,
seeing
yeah, okay.
different information, it's more or less that she was on the other side. Like they I guess they assume they know who took him out or what side took him out. And he had did this interview. And he said, "Look, I live by the gun and I die by it. When I die, I don't want you to cry. I want you to do it 20 for one." And his people posted online saying it's 20 for one. So now you about to see like yeah, Chicago about to be wild for a minute. They unalived this young lady when she was at a stoplight with her kids in the car.
Fuck. So to me, this brings up another topic. I spoke to someone who's like a radical black rights kind of person, and I mentioned black fatigue, right? And maybe that was the wrong phrase to bring up, but for me, it's really rap, like hip hop culture, or I don't know how you want to say it. I mean, how could you say it? Because to me, glorifying all this violence, I
Hmm.
mean, I grew up on hip hop, right? But for me, I think I talked about it on your show. I can't even really listen to the stuff I used to listen to because now, as a grown man, and I see what it's done to a lot of the youth, it's like it's cringe for me to even to listen to a lot of the stuff I used to like to listen to. Uh, so I don't know. I mean, how else could you say what would you call? I mean, what would you call that part of the culture? Because it's not representative of you know being black, right? But
No,
it
it's
is
not.
black culture.
But it's a portion. So it's to me. What up, ARD?
Yeah, Yuri.
What up, ARD?
So Chris, what it do with the businesses, man?
Hey, what
So
it do with the business is? You feel me? Mm. I think you guys are on a great topic, but keep going. I'm not gonna change it up, but I had a couple of things that I
Oh, go
think
ahead. I've been talking
everybody
for a
should
long
know.
time. Go ahead.
Oh, no
yeah,
worries.
but hold
Yeah,
on
make
one
sure.
second. Let me I gotta try to get my another set of headphones because it's like low. And I know it's not y'all, it's me. It's my headphone. I paid $129 for these damn things, and I think my daughter, I think she dropped them in water. That's what I think. Hold on one second. I mean, y'all can still talk. I can see what's going to get new.
No worries. You already know that I move, but you know that I move with you, man. You're the leader.
What is this phone?
But sure, get them taxes off.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to connect to
All
your other.
right.
Okay, I think I found it. Okay, let's see.
All right, let me know when y'all ready.
I'm ready.
You sure?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just joking. Yeah. So I think you had a great point when you said it wasn't nothing's affecting you directly. Right? I thought that was super dope because honestly, we could be insulated, right, by how we provision ourselves. But the thing that we know, honestly, is even if you're not directly impacted by it, it's gonna affect somebody that eventually is gonna hit home. Right? It's not about impacting you directly. For instance, oh, the store is gonna close. No EBT, no SNAP, no this, no that. Right? You get it. You don't have to apply to those supplemental help support systems. But you are impacted by the people that support you, regardless if you know their situation or not. Is that a fact?
Right. Right.
So indirectly, you are impacted. Am I
Sure.
lying?
No, that makes sense, and if it keeps going for a long time, it will unravel a lot of things that you might not even realize, right?
We
Because of
call
what you
it a
said.
slow burn. It's a slow
Yeah.
burn.
Yeah.
And the slow burn, everybody knows about the slow burn.
Like,
Yeah. The slow burn.
yeah,
Yeah. It's a slow burn. And everybody knows about a slow burn, especially you've been impacted by California wildfires. It's a slow burn. Like everything is a slow burn until you gotta water your house down, until you can't even get across the street because of the fire. It's a slow burn. And that's why I
mic
want
check, mic check.
that's what I said.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you open your mind? You can't be directly impacted. That's cool. You insulated yourself. You condition yourself. You did the right things, right? But the people you rely on for your ecosystem, it's another topic. Like everybody didn't insulate themselves, but you still rely on everybody else for help.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
So what are we talking about? It's a slow burn. But when it's gone, it's gone. I just want to put that perspective there because I think it's a great thing to say, no, I'm not impacted by it. Me either. I'm not impacted by any means. But I'm in that world where I know the continuity of everything, the resilience of everything. It's not about you alone. It's about everything around you. Is that not true?
Hey, can y'all
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah, 100%
Okay.
ARD. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. I don't want to
We're
be
talking
right.
about
I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Yeah. That's the only part I wanted to say, just to bring I think what you're saying is great, but my point was making sure everybody knows it's none about you alone. Everybody is connected now, unfortunately, but it's always been this way. But now we all get to see it. We all get to experience it. Yeah. But yeah,
we're
go
talking
ahead.
about
My bad word. My bad. Yeah.
I know you good. But no, but like when Baba was talking about, when he asked me that question, it's I wouldn't uh, it's hard to detach like the gang culture from black culture because when we synonymize it, it's like synonymous to gang culture, black culture. But to me is I'm trying to say it without sounding or being ignorant or but to me it's like I wasn't part of the gang culture, but I used to hustle, so I was around it. And I got away from it. And the further away from it I get, I realized like I was at the bottom of the barrel when we talk about black culture. That's that's not a good I mean we attach it, but that's not really black culture. That's ignorance. It's pure ignorance, bro. Like
Right.
logically thinking. None of that shit makes sense. It's like you hurting your own people. If it's with the drugs, if it's with the gang violence, you hurting your own people. That's not how like my ancestors was. We helped one another. We built one another. We all we had. Like listening to stories from like my grandmother and my auntie, it's like, no, you help your fellow man. That's not but it's attached because of the rap. I don't even like attaching that culture, but like you said, rap music has solidified that form of culture. That's not how rap was.
Right. Exactly.
Even the gang rap, bro. Even gang rap, they were telling their stories, right? And it was a cautionary tale. Like, don't do this shit because once you get in this shit, and you got to be like that. They used to even say that, like, don't gang bang because that's what it leads up to.
And may I
Now it's
add,
like,
it's like folklore, right? Back in the day, it used to be folklore. Lessons to consider if you had to embrace it. This is folklore. But now, I mean, even with the country music and everything else, everybody wants to be rap, right? You got Taylor Swift rapping. Like, come on. Like, everybody wants to embrace it. You dig? but
but
nobody
it's that
wants the
right,
responsibility of it, the
and that's what I'm
accountability of it.
saying. That the music is enticing these young people to indulge in it, right? It's enticing them. They favorite, but then they don't realize, like, bro, your favorite rapper ain't living like this. They ain't really living like this, bro.
They not living like that. When I heard Taylor Swift was doing this, that, and third, she said, woo, 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 about Miley Cyrus. I was like, you know damn well you're not doing that. Like, what? And you don't see everybody saying, like, oh, yeah, I'm about to ride on Miley Cyrus, all this other. I was like, man, y'all not. Like, it's a difference between what you say for entertainment purposes than actually what you live. It's totally different things, two different things. And unfortunately, we can impression everybody with social media. That's the new rap. For instance, everybody can get the scroll, the shorts, right? All this stuff. And that's the same thing. I can impersonate you. I can really put pressures on you that it's not really what you live, but because you see everything back to back.
Yeah,
This is the
fucking
new
quick.
rap. This is the new rap, right? So, am I tripping or is that real?
No, you real, bro. Like I was just saying that the other day too. Like listening to some of these content creators, I was talking about marriage. Right now, you married, KRG. Now, as married men, we know, like shit, bro. We gotta compromise sometimes. Like, yeah, we the
Of
kings
course.
and
You
and the
can't have a
lords of
marriage
the
without
household.
compromise. You
You
can't
see
have a
what I'm
marriage without
saying?
compromise.
But then you'll get some of these content creators. Oh, my woman gonna do this. She gonna be submissive. She gonna follow my lead. Yeah, all that's true. But I can tell your ass single, or you tell her you like this before you go live. Hey, baby, I'm about to say some crazy shit, but it's gonna bring in the money, so be cool with it, okay? That's compromising because off screen you ain't talking to
Yeah.
that. You ain't talking to
You
that
know
woman like
damn well you ain't speaking like
that.
that. You
like,
know
bro, that
damn
shit ain't
well you
going
ain't
down
speaking
like
like
that,
that.
bro. Like so a lot of these dudes like
So
bro
like you
like
doing it for the money, all right, cool. But the money is how long? Because niggas ain't even getting,
right.
excuse me, people ain't even getting paid no more. So now you just compromising yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Stop it. Be real.
More it's more
So,
it'd be nice if it was all about the money, but unfortunately, bro, a lot of it is just for the clout. It's just for the clout. And there's no
And
guarantee
people don't get
that
paid off
clout
of
is gonna
clout.
get you
You
paid,
can't
right?
pass your
There's
clout.
no fucking
Hey,
that shit ain't no guarantee, bro. And people be
nah.
doing all this wild crazy shit, be
I
saying all
got
this
I
crazy
got
shit.
a lot of people. I'm like, man, in my inheritance, I give you clout. How does that work?
Man, I'm
so
straight.
to bring it back to the hip hop topic and the culture, for me, what I see is that hip hop is not diverse the way that it was when I grew up.
Mm.
The amount of conscious rappers that are at all popular, it's almost nothing. Compared
I
to
mean
when
by
I grew
conscious
up.
rappers, right?
What I mean is somebody that's not rapping about gun culture or somebody that's not
Yeah,
rapping about
they
slanging
spitting
something.
But
real
I
knowledge.
understand, like before, right? Growing up, I don't know how you were raised, but when I received hip hop and such, it was about a couple of things. Of course, it was conscious, but also it started getting into power culture, right?
Oh, sure.
How
Now, the
it was
first,
power culture more so than after
yeah,
that,
I mean,
right? So
for
I
sure.
don't know
Now,
how
it
you
was always
perceived it,
there. It was always
but
there, but it
yeah,
wasn't. I mean, you had groups like Tribe Called Quest. That's the one
of
for me.
Yeah,
course.
bro.
Yeah.
Do you
Now,
understand? Like,
yeah.
that's
So, I mean, even a group like Gangstar, while there
Bro.
there was street content in it, it
but these are
wasn't.
high level teams. Like these are high level
s-
things, though, right?
Sure. But
Like,
my point
But
is,
that
while there
was
was street culture in it, it wasn't necessarily glorifying it in the way where you didn't see the other side of it. The other side of it was always in there, right?
of course.
It taught, yeah, and
What
that's gone.
about like the real Wu, right? The real Wu Tang. What about the real Dungeon Family? What
Oh,
about
sure.
back in the like real like you everybody know Future right now, but didn't you know that he was a part of Dungeon Family? You know, he wrote
Oh,
all the songs
I
with
didn't know
Andre
that.
3K.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
of course.
See, that's what, but that's
But
what he's
these are
saying.
things
Like
that's
that's,
real life.
but that's what he's saying. Like now that you don't have, like they put artists like the biggest, even empowerment rapper you go find is Kendrick.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know what I'm
Shout
exactly.
out to
saying? But
Conflict
everybody
Kendrick
else get
too.
put on the
Yeah.
shelf. J.
Mm.
Cole, I mean J. Cole, but everybody else they put on the shelf and they prioritize all the bullshit. Like you said, we don't have that. No, you got to be on Lamar level to speak
Well,
about some
Kendrick did
empowerment
something
or
crazy through
conscience.
beef, you know? He made that popular through beef, but all his other songs, do you remember his last album, right? Before,
Yeah,
this new one? That
Well,
last
that was
album
one
damn,
was
of his.
yeah,
everything during
That
the
was
pandemic.
to me. That was one of his worst albums. I don't know what
damn,
you're.
Nah, to me, that was the best album to
damn
me.
was
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah, that
damn
was
was
the
that
best. Yeah,
shit,
right
bro.
after Damn. Right
No,
after
after
Damn.
Damn. Yeah, Damn was
So
Yeah.
one of my
what
favorites.
During the pandemic.
what came
Yeah.
after that?
It was
Yeah.
the Hot Steppers.
Uh
What was it? Something
uh
Steppers.
yeah. Big Stepper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big.
And
Yeah. Now,
Mystery.
Oh, is
And
that the
Mystery,
one where he's
yeah.
like,
If
don't
you
kill
didn't
my
know
vibe?
what that was, you didn't know.
well,
So that everybody say that, but look at his numbers. That song, these songs were everything. Check his numbers. If it
We
was that bad,
it's
check
not
his
that it was
numbers.
bad. It's not that it was bad. It's that for me, it was his worst. Now, the reason, look, it was his
Because
most
he
interest.
wasn't saying the right words. No, he
No,
was
no, no.
being
but no,
honest
Let
but
me
with
but you
finish.
gotta
Let
think.
me finish.
But
Let me
no,
finish.
you gotta
you.
think.
It.
Let me say this real quick. 'Cause you gotta think
Yeah.
about what he's saying. He's saying that's his works. He ain't saying it was like the worst album. He's saying out of all his work,
Yeah.
that
Out of
one was
everything.
the last he named it. So it ain't like it was bad. He's just saying
Yeah.
like, in his opinion, he had better albums than that one. He ain't saying it's a
Yeah.
bad album.
So
Well,
I'll tell you why.
Section 80 wasn't an album. Do you know Section 80?
Yeah, that's probably in my top maybe one or two of his.
Okay.
Now,
Uh,
now it's not
if
because
you
it
really
was
know Section 80, then
Hold
now
on,
we can
hold on.
speak.
Let him rock out. Go ahead,
yeah,
bro.
it's not because it was his best. It's because for me, that's when I first heard him. I was a fan back then. So for me, that's why it's my favorite. Now, the album we're talking about where I'm saying it wasn't the best, it was the worst. It's it was not that it was bad. Okay. It was the most introspective album that he put out. But in my opinion, but for me, I wasn't looking to hear, you know, a therapist couch session. So when I heard it, that's what I was hit with. I was hit with something that I wasn't, maybe I just wasn't ready for it, right? It could be me. But for me, up until that point, that's not what I was going to him for. To me, it was too personal. That's how I felt about it.
Mm,
Now,
I
that
see
doesn't
what
mean it
you're
was
saying.
bad. It's not bad. It's just for me, that's not what I was looking for from him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, the
But
all.
at the same
expectation
time,
it
that
wasn't met.
album, right? He was on Louis Vuitton runway playing songs that was unreleased, right? So it shows you the public perception that was received, but also if he wasn't prepared to see and hear, right? Compared to everything. I mean, of course, you're gonna say initially, "Oh man, that was whack." I get it, but
Yeah.
one of the songs that he had, especially N95 Mask, and then
Oh, yeah, that was
everything
great.
else, you
Yeah.
know, one of the songs he said, "Taking my daughter to school and I pray for her because you people ain't never been cool writing testaments." Like what? Nobody's even thinking it like that. Like literally, he's telling you what's going on in real
Hey, what
life.
up, though?
Is that not the truth though? It's
Oh,
like, what do
yeah.
we appreciate?
Birthday
Yeah.
boy is in the building. Happy birthday, my bad, bro. I had to tell my boy happy birthday. His birthday today. Atmosphere, my guy. What it do? Atmosphere, stop talking. You a Cowboys fan. You don't got no opinion on that. Drake is not beat no damn Kendrick, bro. He beat him with tears. He beat him crying. That's about it. He beat him at crying. Oh, that beef was over when the Euphoria dropped. That beef was
Man,
over, bro.
I like how ARD is getting on me like I'm a Drake fan, and all I said is the Big Steppers was not the best album. That's all I.
Mhm.
That's funny.
He Bay Area, bro. He Cali. You can't say nothing negative about Kendrick around him, bro.
Nah, you can say something negative if it's warranted.
Nah, man, you ain't saying nothing negative about Kendrick. Not to me, bro. Kendrick
If
is
it's
that guy.
warranted, come on, man. Yeah,
Man, nah,
yeah.
bro. I'm biased. There's some things I'm biased about, bro. And his art, I'm biased, bro. And him as a person, I don't know. But his art, I'm biased, bro. I'm gonna be
So
biased.
ARD, what's your favorite then? Because for me, probably Damn's got to be probably number one. Kind of toss up between that and Section 80.
Mm, yeah. So of course everybody liked Damn, right? How many Grammys that got? Right? Um, what's cold is actually not even his album. It was the album with Schoolboy Q that he heavily written, and they was together, like that was a team, and that's probably like if I had to say for K Dot, like for Dot for real, I would say that, you know, because he showed that he can do even more than his own work. He was able to put somebody else on, and yeah, that was everything for me. Um, I don't even know if you know Schoolboy Q.
Oh yeah, I know all of them. All of them. So what do you think of Absol?
Ab Live, Ab
Oh,
Liver,
bro.
yeah,
That's
asshole,
cool, that guy,
yeah.
bro.
Ad Liver is cold. Even though
Yeah.
he went viral for sleeping on that freestyle, right, with Kai Cenat. I know everybody know that, but you ain't know Absol like Absol. Absol is the one that bring your soul out, Absol is real focused, but like you said, I just slept on it. I wasn't even thinking about music.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me hey, I need you to stop all that malarkey down there in the street. That's what I'm gonna need you.
Who?
Who's
Me?
versus Kendrick, bro? Man, y'all stop, bro. Now you got this New York cat. Shout out to Nate, man. It's his birthday. I ain't gonna go too hard. But now you Papoose. Look, I like Papoose, bro. But Kendrick is a
Nah, Puss
different
is
beast, bro.
crazy. Like Puss is
Kendrick is
five fingers of death. Like, come on, man. If you
no
know Wooz,
Papoose
you know
is
Wooz. You did.
yeah, Papoose is like Papoose is good, bro. But Kendrick is on
Yeah.
another planet, bro. Kendrick ain't even from Earth, bro. Stop playing with him.
Five fingers of death.
Man, when
Shit,
you start
what?
understanding them triple
Yeah.
entendres and how easy it come out, man, hell no, bro.
It took a lot of
No.
time too for him to put the right thing in the right message because he wanted to do his thing. And I was like, Showski. But when he was going back and forth with Drizzy, I was like, dang,
Bro,
man, we
that
ain't
show
thinking
he
about
showed
this.
his
We ain't even
versatility.
thinking about this. It's like it's off the cuff. I was like, man, you
Bro,
got
this
it.
showed his versatility, bro.
It was
That
like back
shit
to back. It
showed
was like
like
we ain't gonna take 3 months. Nah, back to
that,
back. We
bro.
gonna see how long
That
you
wasn't even
last. And I
that
heard the
wasn't
other
even
track, man, the other joint, the two other ones. It's not even public. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, dude, this is crazy. Like,
I'm about to time that was out, bro. I'm about to time your ass out. This motherfucker
yeah,
Soldier Boy, bro. Come on
yeah.
now.
Soldier
Bro,
Boy.
when you
Soldier
hear it, Drake heard it. I know Drake heard it, and everybody else heard it. It was just like, dang, that's crazy. It was like, man, alto, alto, stop, bro. We ain't doing that. Like, we good. I was like, damn.
and that was a warning to anybody else, bro. After that, after Euphoria, everything else was like, look, this is why nobody should fuck with me. When I say
Yeah.
anything about you, just shut the hell up.
And
Only person who
Cole, he
man,
already knew, but I was like, man, you and Cole would be the right like thing. But I was like, why sabotage each other?
man,
You know,
hell no, that wouldn't have been the right thing for J.
man,
Cole to do.
why
But
sabotage each other,
hell no.
man?
J. Cole's a cold lyricist, bro. I love J. Cole, bro. But
But he gonna
it's a
make people
different
bounce in the stadium like that.
bro, it's a different element that Kendrick brings, bro. Like it's like when Eminem came in, bro. That's how Kendrick coming in the game, bro.
Mm,
It's like when Eminem came in. This was something that you got to study for years to understand, bro. When M came in, it was just like, man, I don't look. People, oh, it's a white boy, man. Do you
It's
hear
all
what?
about
You see
conditioning.
what he's doing, bro? Do you see what this man is doing with these words, bro? Like, stop playing with him.
Conditioning, man.
Like, God,
Conditioning. So
bro.
now when you got the spotlight, what's good? You ain't got to practice when you condition. Like this stuff is easy work, you know.
ARD, what did you think of the latest Clips album?
Oh man, I love it. Actually, I love them being together. Also, I love the Fear God too, right? Fear God 2 with Push.
Yeah,
I love Fear God 1 too. You know, I love all those, you know. But them
yeah,
coming together and really doing that, I'm like, yeah, that's that. I've been playing that stuff like they dropped yesterday. You know,
yeah. I
I
think it's
love
album
it.
of the year.
I love it
Yeah,
because everybody thought it was a flash in the pan, but I was like, nah. Do you hear what they saying? They brought Pharrell back for real. Like, you can't do that. Can't nobody like, ain't nobody got access like that. And then No Malice came through. And you know, with No Malice, it's all Malice. I was back when Malice was Malice, like real Malice. He like real Malice. He got
Yeah,
his name for a reason. I was like, yeah, he did.
I gotta,
Yeah. So I
well, I
love it
gotta find
because they
some.
just put everything on wax, you know. They put everything on wax. That's what we love. But they did it so cool. They did it
Hey
so
man, hold
cool.
on.
And especially the
I gotta,
runway and everything they did, man, everything was dope. You know, I love it.
I
That's a
gotta,
good
I
question.
gotta, I gotta play this for atmosphere because he trolling me right now. Hold on one second.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Get him out. Ready? Are you ready? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get the hell out of here.
All right, ARD, I got a
I
hard
had,
hitting question now for you, ARD. Weekend or Chris Brown?
oh, here
Weekend
we
of
go.
Chris Brown.
Yeah, which one's better, Weekend or Chris Brown?
I would like both of them on our song. Chris Brown got you that, you know, he gave you that vibe, especially when CB was CB back in the day before Rihanna.
And that wasn't an argument, bro. It was
But the
weekend on
weekend, the
Usher, bro.
weekend was everything too, though. You know, before Toronto was Toronto, you heard about Drake, but you ain't know where he was from. You thought he was from Houston. The weekend came through, and the weekend was like, yeah, Toronto all day. You know, we ain't know, you know, Toronto was Toronto because of Drake. We knew that because of the weekend. You know,
And we knew Toronto was Toronto because of Drake, because of Degrassi.
bro, now ain't
And
nobody
we
watch
thought
no
we
goddamn
thought we
Degrassi.
thought that
Come
shit.
on,
We
bro.
thought
Ain't nobody
we knew
watch no
Drake.
Degrassi.
Man, we knew Drake.
What are you
We
talking
knew Drake
about?
was soft. Man, we knew Drake was soft. Wow, hard.
Who
What
the
you do
hell
with the
watched
business is,
Degrassi,
man?
man? He was Jimmy, wheelchair Jimmy. Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody know like the T like that. You know, the weekend is somebody that I was just like, yeah, out of respect. Like, you know, we talking about Monday, Wednesday, all these mixtapes that happened before the album. You know, all these things that literally curated the culture. If you was around, you was around. You know, and you know, before he went to rehab, he had to get
Okay.
out of rehab, went back to rehab again, all this stuff. You know, the weekend is still that guy. You know what I mean? He ain't never
Nate,
folded.
Nate, you are redeeming yourself. Okay, you're redeeming yourself. I agree. Rihanna is better than Drake, bro. Even if it come to rapping, bro, I think if Rihanna decided to rap, she'd be better than Drake. I don't like Drake, bro. He ain't a real life gangster, so I don't. But anyway,
No.
wow, what
Drizzy,
it do,
Drizzy is
bro?
still real on certain things, right? especially how he write for everybody. But I ain't gonna lie, man. The
Weekend
weekend is
wins.
that guy. That
Weekend
weekend, like
wins.
you can't
That's
play
it.
about weekend. That's why we say Saturday, Sunday,
Hold
Monday
on,
through
bro. Hold
Wednesday.
on. Hold on. You just said we get better than CB.
No, I said CB
Okay,
was
I was.
great. I never said
CB was a
nah,
You
nah.
got
monster.
to pick one. You
CB
got to
can
pick
do his
one.
thing,
You got
but
to
Yeah,
pick
I
one.
mean the
CB a
weekend
modern day
don't
Mike, bro.
dance. The weekend
Yeah,
don't
bro.
dance.
I mean,
CB is more like
and
Mike Jack a little bit. You did,
yeah, and I mean, as
but the
far as
weekend is the
range, as far as
weekend though.
singing,
The weekend is more like
yeah,
Prince.
oh, yeah, that's how I look at it. The weekend, CB is a better performer. He a better overall artist.
Yeah,
But when you talk about strictly like singing, he more like Prince, man. Prince to me, Mike was better
yeah.
than Prince. But Prince, I
I'm just
don't.
giving you
It's
my
like
opinion. You
I
know.
gotta go A1. I mean A1, A2, bro. I mean,
My thing
because
is
Prince,
everybody can
bro.
dance. Like literally, I was at the Solange concert, right? When she came out here to the Bay. And I was like, man, you put on you ain't no Beyonce. But I was like, man, Solange, you did yo shit. I was like, and me and my wife and everybody was just like, yo, you just got a whole nother experience. Like, yo, shit ain't trying to be Beyonce. Ain't trying to be this, ain't trying to be that. Her shit was crazy. She had the moving mountains and shit. She had all this shit. Man, I was just like, how many people actually see this stuff to like know like you are really great? Like, and my wife and I we were talking. I was like, man, you won't be able to do that shit if you wasn't cultured. If you wasn't really like, if you wasn't from that cloth, you know. And
let me get my
she
boy.
Yeah,
Let me get
she
my
goes.
boy.
Shout out to Solange too. I know she probably ain't listening, but if she does, AI make her listen. Shout out to Solange.
Yeah, shout
Wildheart.
out to her. Yeah, what up, man? Ain't heard from you in a minute, man. How life been, bro? And then after Wild Her speak, I gotta give my boy some special attention because he in the throat. Beyonce better than Chris. Okay, go ahead, Wild Heart. What it do, bro?
No, just good to see you all. Yeah,
Like you
um,
gained some weight, man. I don't know if that's the camera putting weight on you or you didn't gain some weight.
yeah, I've been eating a lot. Yeah, I've recently had a concussion, so I'm a
Oh
little bit
Oh
no.
under.
man,
Yeah,
Bless.
but yeah,
Are you okay?
yeah, yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
Okay.
you feel doing good, man?
so
You feel doing good? I know you was on a journey.
yeah, yeah, I'm good. Yeah,
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Jada
All
Kiss,
right.
Sir Candace. Man, stop setting people up down there, bro. I like Jada Kiss. They down there
You
funny.
like Jadakiss too?
Yeah, Jada. Kiss you now, you die later. Like, come on now, man.
Come
Them
on,
rhyme
man.
schemes, bro.
Brown skin
That's
raspy,
some,
one of a kind. You did.
man. Yeah, don't set my boy up, bro. Nah, he ain't, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
don't set him up, bro.
Hey, and on top of that, Styles already know it. You did.
Mhm. Top five dead in the lineup, Jada. Hey, man.
Man,
He put
man, if
50
you
Cent
know,
ass
you
to sleep,
know. If
bro.
you know, you
He didn't even
know.
get credit for that, bro. Do you,
Not at
that's when I knew,
all.
bro, when that shit happened, that's why I gave up on like, I just felt like that shit mainstream, bro. It's a
It had to
popularity
go
type
mainstream, but I was
because
like, damn,
bro, he put that dude in the tombstone, picked him back up, choke slammed him, picked him back up,
bruh,
put him in the finger pole. I'm
over
like,
here
God
finessing
damn,
on
bro,
him, man. I put a whole comforter on you, bruh.
no, he put that boy, yeah, 12 feet deep. He was
Hey,
actually
you ain't
fish
gonna do
on
nothing
his
about it. What you gonna do?
ass. Right. Like, man. I'm an
Yeah.
animal.
I
Like,
know we
oh,
talking in
come on.
code right now, but it's like real life.
Man, bro, that was like that was one of the most vicious beats never talked about, bro. He
Come on,
bodied
man.
himself.
Yeah. Especially when the
That
locks
shit
came
was
together with
unfair.
DMX, man. Come on, bro.
Oh
Everything was
man.
just like, bro, this stuff is in the chokehold. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, man. That dude, bro. That should have man. That's when I knew all this shit was fake, bro. It was more of a popularity contest. Some people looking
That's
like
what it
who's
was,
more
man.
mainstream or who can I make more money with, and they
Exactly.
made
It's
put
all
out that
about the
narrative.
bread, right?
They buried Jadakiss after that, bro. The industry buried his ass after that.
But
He
at the
said
same
he,
time, you seen when DMX really challenged Jay too. You did. It was just like, hey,
man,
boom, boom, boom. Everybody had their propers, and X, he was the guy. It was like, yo, like
let's
I ain't
go
even
get it,
caring
Jay.
about it. You did. Like
Atmosphere,
I'm
hold on,
showing you
bro.
off of talent
Atmosphere,
alone, off
bro.
of skill alone. I got you. You ain't got me, bro. I got you. I
Hey
got
man,
you.
we need somebody go do a wellness check on Atmosphere, bro. My boy need a
Yeah.
wellness check. Gary, where you at, bro? Go do a wellness check on
That's what I was looking for. We're buzz down.
okay, Gary. Go do a wellness check on Atmosphere, Gary. This boy need help, man. I think I don't know, bro. Atmosphere, whatever you smoking, keep that shit away from me. That's all I'm saying. Usually I be wanting to hit that shit, but I'm straight, bro. Not if
We got
you,
them
nah, you don't
N95
smoke
masks over here. We don't even breathe the
N95.
same air.
We gotta put spacesuits on around his ass, bro. He in a whole nother atmosphere, literally.
We got them
That's my boy. He
N95s,
trolling like
man.
a motherfucker. Y'all out there trolling like a motherfucker, man. Wildheart probably looking like I don't know what the hell going on. He's my Nelly better than Kendrick. If you don't get your country grammar, look, you know what, Nate?
No,
You know,
nah.
bro.
Nelly did his thing at the time, but you already know, bro.
Oh, bro.
Stop it,
This,
bro.
this,
Stop
hold
it.
on, bro. I got something. I got
Somebody
something, Nate.
trolling
Hold on.
though.
Yeah,
They
that's Nate. Hold
trolling.
on. I got something for him. He wants special attention. Here you go. Here you go.
Yeah.
Word, what's going on, my guy? Glad you popped up in here. I told your ass I had a drop for your ass too. Don't
He will never learn.
You work for me now, Gary.
I'm the puppet master. You listen to me.
Poor little tank tank, ain't that a bitch?
Whoever raised them.
Nate's
Oh, my
greatest hits, bro.
bad.
Got that boy dancing in Egypt and all that, bro. Stop playing. Shout out to Nate. Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday, bro. I know you just birthday tripping. That's all right. We know you probably done got some drinks in you. Birdman versus Nah. Yeah. Wellness check, please. Yeah, I'm creating new drops and I'm I'm gonna use atmosphere's comments as a motivation.
Sorry,
Will
who's
Smith better than LeBron. Okay. I don't know what the
who's
hell is going on down there.
whose birthday is it?
You said
You
who?
said
Oh,
what?
Nate. Nate the Great birthday.
All right. Yeah.
Who in the chat? So when I first got my mic fixed and came back on ARD,
Yes,
you
sir.
I mean you had a good comment, and
Yeah,
I'm assuming you was talking about like when we was talking about the SNAPS program,
of
how
course.
everything was connected, and that's what I was saying. Like,
I always
it
came
doesn't
with that, and I
affect.
can repeat it too if you want me to repeat it.
Oh no, no, I wanted to add to it.
Okay.
It don't personally affect me, but like you
It's
said,
the
people
people
even
around you. Like,
yeah, man, and it's like people who and it's not even just the people around me. It's just being compassionate, right?
yeah,
And
be
people who
empathetic.
do need it.
Like, for real.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I can understand people taking advantage of it. And it's some do a reform, bro. I mean, you can do
Yeah, ain't that
reform again,
fucking
right?
crazy? Excuse
You
me.
ain't gotta
Mm.
snatch that shit from people because it's some people who became dependent on it. You know what I'm saying? And now you
It's
telling
people
them,
in college right now, and they people that put them through school right now in school. They get them with that card. They get like, all right, they know they can't, they barely making it. And these are our futures. So what the hell?
"Hmm,
Oh, they ain't put themselves in position, so it don't matter. No, that's not the right way to think. We're talking about our future. So just even thinking
exactly.
about that, like what? And everybody rely on American talent. What? How are we not compassionate about generations and generations? How much money from the SNAP program actually go outside of America?
But
Yeah.
I'm looking,
Let's talk
I'm
it.
looking
Let's
at it,
talk it. Yeah, let's talk it.
but
Because
I'm
you're a
even looking at it like,
beneficiary of something that came in America that you don't even have a passport for. Let's talk it. Yeah. It's real
and see,
life.
that's why I said a reform needs to be done. But I'm even thinking about this. You taking away programs that benefit Americans, and you like Papa said, doing construction on the White House. Like what the fuck? Government shut down. What the fuck? You just how many billions did they just send to Argentina? Like you doing all this shit, but you taking shit from Americans. Like, come on now. How we supposed to feel about that? That shit is getting funded with all that shit got funded by tax dollars. None of that shit that helps people
Shit
in our
crazy.
country. None of that shit helps the people. And then like that shit he said about we gonna start buying beef. You know how many cattle ranchers we got
Come
here
on, man.
who depend on
Stop
that
it.
shit, bro?
Stop it. Stop it.
And now you about to
But
outsource that shit. So what is that gonna do for them?
but I thought we was bringing everything in house, right?
In
Everything's
house, right?
American. Yeah. Stop it.
This shit 50 out. That's what I'm 50, bro. Shit, I know y'all don't believe in reparations, but y'all would have been better off giving black people that. That shit would have went right back into what that would have been. Everybody would have got a stimulus because all the businesses basically owned by white people. So shit, y'all would have got a
I was
big chunk of that
talking
money.
before my dad. I was
Give
talking
me
to my
reparations.
dad. But I said, you know what? How about this? If they, hey, reparations is one thing. I was like, how about this? We'll be just tax free on all of our income until from this time to this time. I was like, that's an even better idea. He was like,
Yeah, I mean,
ARD. Like, what? Nobody ever said that. I said, nah, this will be tax free off all of our income for this period to this period. It was like ARD. Nobody ever said that. I was like, yeah, if you ain't gonna give it to us, like, cool. Ain't no taxes on nothing that we make. Yeah, how
but
many
see, I'm
people
even
thinking
looking
like
like,
that? And I was just
but,
joshing. I was just joshing. All right. I was
but
just asking.
when
I
you
was
hear
being
those,
funny.
when you hear those arguments, the main thing people say is, I don't want to pay for that. So what
Yeah.
about paying the
You ain't
6
gotta pay
billion in
nothing if
Argentina?
everything is tax
You want to
free.
pay for that
Yeah.
shit? You want to pay for that shit? That all the
Yeah.
money going over to Argentina? I don't hear nobody crying about that shit. Government shut down shit. Why y'all shut down? Do I still got to pay federal tax? But y'all ain't working, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't realize how many people ain't working until niggas working. Excuse me, respectfully. Like you realize how many people are part of your ecosystem to make you like live your comfortable life. You don't realize how many people really around you to make the whole system work. Like, you don't. Nobody
And
knows. Oh, you got subsidies for this, you got this, that, and the third. You can be living a lap of luxury, but you don't know
And my
everybody else around you could be doing something else, right? That's what I'm saying. It's all about the community. It's not about what you can do because that stuff is
yeah,
only going to last so long because you can't do everything. Tell me somebody that can do everything. You can hire everything. You can buy people to have, their time, but you can't do everything. And now you got to realize, just like the pandemic, you got to realize what's about to happen. You feel me? Maybe I said too much.
nah,
No,
bro. We was just talking about that. What you think, Wild? My bad. Go ahead, bro.
no, I get you. Yeah, no one can do everything. You can't be a plumber and a plasterer and a delivery man. No one can do everything. So you can only do like one or two things. Yeah, I get what you're
You know,
saying.
we rely on one another, man. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. You know, I don't need to do everything. If Baba can do something, then I either outsource or I barter with him to get use his specialties and let him use mine. Same thing with the rest of y'all. You know,
Yeah,
we all got different skills and trades, and one
yeah,
day my shit might need I might need assistance or I might be having a hard time, but if I kept a good rapport helping y'all out in my time of need, hopefully y'all will help me out. I mean, that's what communities was, bro.
yeah. That we're a social species, so we use the time and stuff of others to help us out. Yeah,
I remember growing up, like my grandmother, I used to take vegetables down to this lady house and bring vegetables back
Mm,
and drop some vegetables off to Mr. Jesse. And when I go to Mr. Jesse house, he giving me meat, to bring back home. So
yeah,
it was like they was all sharing. You know what I'm saying? They bartering. You got this. We all got something. Mr. Jesse Hunt. We got 4 or 5 people to grow different vegetables, so we got abundance by
yeah,
sharing with one another. Because I grow more than what I eat. That way, if you grow something more, then you know
yeah,
that's what the community. That's how I grew up. I call that more of a village. That's more of a
yeah,
village, like because communities, y'all got things in common. But a
yeah. So
village is network working together. My bad.
you give it to others because you don't need it yourself. That's good.
And see, you know what? I try to do that up here on YouTube, right? I don't know everything, but I know what I know, and then I meet other content creators that they know what they know, and I says, shit, let's link up. If you want to talk about this, that's my expertise. I come in and kind of work
Yeah,
with you on that, and then, but the thing I found on YouTube, everybody think what they do is more valuable than everybody else. So people don't like, man, oh, I got this many subscribers, I'm bigger than you, so I ain't got time. Like, bro, that shit weird, bro. And it's like, we all can blow the fuck up by networking, helping one another out. Like,
I
but most
agree.
people don't know how to come together. They don't have,
yeah,
they don't know how
How
to
many
come
subscribers
in
I
unity.
got? How many subscribers I got?
I
200.
don't know. Let me.
I ain't even
Shit,
trip
you should
on
have way more. You got to do more content, though, bro.
it.
See,
Nah, we do it.
this all you got to do is come on here and link up with me and share screen.
But
You
I
ain't got to
never
make a
did
live.
that because I wanted subscribers. I honestly,
Ain't
this is an example. Honestly, the people that actually communicate and how we connect, I we're way bigger than just 200. I'm not here to make a metric. Nah, you know, it's more of just empowering people to do the right things, be inspired when they want to quit. I said, nah, chin up. And you say
Yeah,
200. I don't
so
play games with that. Forget the 200. Because in my first live, my only live that I did, how many people was there? That wasn't me bragging. That was me actually showing how we support everybody. Hey, this person got this business, this person got this thing, and we did that. And I ain't have to talk about that. That's real life. That was
yeah,
real life, you know.
This
I,
the thing. This the thing about this YouTube thing. Because when I first came on here, I was saying it ain't about the subscribers, the amount, the numbers.
It
It ain't
ain't for
about
me.
the. I want
Mm,
to help. It don't. But this the whole thing. The more subscribers you get, the more people you can help. If the goal is to help people, and the subscriber is just a part of that.
yeah.
That's just a part of it, though.
But you can't help
But
everybody in the sense of helping everybody because of your numbers. I wanted to help
but
people because, my wife and I, we talked about it. I wanted to help people that you ain't see the numbers, but you see the value. And that's why
that's what.
I did
But
what I
that's
did.
what. That's what I'm saying too, though, bro. I know exactly what you're saying, bro. Because I tell Gary the same thing, bro. And that's the type of shit I was on. But when you really look at it, like my goal is to help people. So I know this for a fact. Rule of numbers exists, right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to go through a lot of bad ones to get to the right ones.
So let me
And
go
it's
ahead
just
and buy 100,000 subscribers allegedly,
no, it's
and
not
then that
about
shit cool.
buying.
You
No,
can't be
it's
buying
not.
shit, you know.
No, ain't nobody saying about no buying, bro. What I'm
Nah,
saying is you
my
gotta get
numbers will
out
be my
there
numbers because
on
they
the
want to
track.
be here. My numbers are my numbers because they want to be here, right? And I
yeah.
never advocated that. Yeah,
Sorry, I had a stream before, and there were like 9 viewers, which is pretty good. So
Yeah,
there were
I'm
nine.
just saying the game. I'm just
Yeah,
saying the game, bro. It's not. It's easy to say it's not about the numbers, but it is about the numbers. It is about the
yeah.
numbers.
You playing the number
And
yeah.
the
game. It's a
more
number game.
is
Mm,
it's
Well,
how you play it. It's how you
yeah,
even look at it. And
yeah,
when we look at numbers, we tell ourselves it's not about it because we're not doing it for the popularity. We're not doing it to be famous. We're not doing it to get rich. We're doing it to help people. But the reality is, the more
yeah,
people that see it, the more people you can actually help. That's
mm-hmm.
yeah,
so no, it's not about
But
the
we help more
numbers.
people
The numbers
offline than
matter.
we did online. You know.
yeah. So you want to help the maximum numbers of people that you can,
It's like
No, I was
this.
just
It's like
giving
this.
out. At
It's
a
like
high
it's
level.
like
Yeah,
it's like in real life, right? It's like this. I mentor, right? I got a mentor service, but I'm only helping the people around me, right? And that's good. I'm helping people around me. But if
yeah,
I can teach people to do what I do, I can not only help the people around me, have the potential to touch the world, and that's the goal.
yeah.
That's the
That
goal.
that's that's honourable.
Especially if
That's
you
good.
especially that's how like even philosophy. Like think about I was about to use religion, but I'm gonna stay away from that. But think about like stoicism, right? That shit was
Yeah,
only in Rome. But look how many people it helps now.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? And the
yeah,
only way people know it's available if they're aware of it.
yeah.
The only way. So
That's
if it would have
honourable.
just
That's
so
good.
if it would have just stayed in Rome, the world wouldn't know about it. You couldn't help
Yeah,
people outside of Rome. And that's
yeah,
kind of how like this is. We can stay in this little nice, I got 3 subscribed, 3 viewers. I mean, cool. I
yeah,
can help somebody who listening. But if I get 100 people, I have potential to help more.
yeah,
But like you said, I'm not about to do nothing unscrupulous. I ain't about to sell out. I ain't about to do nothing crazy like buying. I ain't about to do none of that to get the numbers. But the goal is the numbers to help more people. I gotta have more
yeah,
numbers. My numbers got to be bigger.
So
And
so
that's
you
something that I had to figure that out because I'm not doing this for the popularity. I'm not doing it for
yeah
the I'm doing it to help people. And the more I told myself the numbers don't matter, guess what? I didn't have the numbers. I didn't have the views. But when I start understanding, like that's just a part. That's what comes with. It's a byproduct.
yeah.
That's something that comes with.
Oh,
So the
that's
more
that.
people, even if I got 100 people in the chat, and I
It
only help
comes with
20.
it comes with
Yeah
all the territory. You know.
Yeah. So
yeah.
it is about how to reach more people. How can I reach more people to help them? Not how can I reach more people to get clout or I don't care about none of that. But I do want to reach people because I want to help
Yeah.
more people. And I feel like
That's
even
that.
if like what I'm saying might not help Wildheart, but Wildheart be like, damn, my boy said this to one of his
Yeah.
friends and they come on and watch it and it helped them. That's how that works.
And a lot of
Oh
people
that.
don't even watch the whole thing. They just watch for the accolades, the negative stuff. That's how this stuff is
Yeah.
reprogrammed. And I was like, man, we don't do that. Like, you want to hear some trauma? You want to hear some problems? All right, problem. I don't like you, word. All this, all that. Hey, man, that's messed up. Now that I just changed the whole algorithm, it just changed everything. Now it's like,
Oh
wait, ARD don't mess with word. ARD don't do this. ARD don't do that. You know, this live will be probably one of the hyphy lives. You see
but
how
that
crazy it is, but there's no, hey, positivity, love, everything that I said. There's nothing,
yeah.
right? And it wasn't like that before, but it is now.
But
And
that that's
it's messed up.
but that's very very kind of you to try to help people out. That's good. I like that.
That's
Yeah, of
innate.
course.
That,
But
that's innate.
if I say cuss word here, cuss word that, this that, and the third, man, I pop out on your live, everything. I popped on your live, boom, all this, all that. If I did something negative, which don't even exist in real life, but if I
Yeah.
create it, now this is gonna go number one. You know,
Yeah.
that's messed up because that's not what we do it for.
I think
No.
the problem is that people are coming to YouTube to fantasize about something other than real life, right? So they come and they see some
Yeah.
drama and they want to, get all charged up and it makes them, distracted from what's going on in their life. That's the problem. And it's like eating Cheetos, it might feel good right now, but you keep doing it long enough and your lips are going to be all orange. You're going to be fat, you know? So,
No, I was saying that the other night. Like our society today rewards ignorance. Like we want to say we get morals and values and all this bullshit, but what's rewarded in society? Ignorance, man. Ignorance,
yeah,
distractions, like you said. People pay
yeah.
more for distractions than education. Bro. That's why stadiums
Unfortunately.
are filled.
Yeah, true.
All these shit.
It's
Stadiums
true.
get more seats than classrooms. Bro.
Yeah.
I I wish
And
I'd gone to school more. I missed the last 2 years of school.
Go back.
Yeah.
I'm about to go back to
Do
school. They didn't talk
do
me into it.
do something online or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to go back, bro.
yeah,
I'm about to go
I
get
think
it.
everybody needs a piece of positivity.
Yeah.
It's so easy to do the negative stuff.
They need it, but do they want it? That's the problem.
Nah,
Mm,
it's what's been fed. It's what's been fed. It's not just America. It's everything. There's only two areas where I see that we do not promote negativity, and it's like that they said, wait, you're controlling media. Well, you control media to an extent, but you don't let give them what they give. Be honest about what's out here and let people decide. Mm, we need more positivity. If I'm tripping, let me know.
No,
But
you're right, but I mean, how do you get people to seek it out? That's the problem.
you don't gotta seek it out.
Wow.
Nobody seek it out when it came to negative stuff.
Oh no, they
Nobody had to
definitely
seek
seek
out
it out.
Yeah.
negativity.
Well, they don't have to because it's everywhere, right? But they
All
definitely seek
right.
it out.
Yeah. Yeah. You didn't seek it out. It's just right there. Mhm.
I think too, like especially like the way I do content too. Yeah, I've been told this from licensed psychologists. They say sometimes it's hard to watch my show because it's the introspection aspect of it. Like you can't get mad at what I'm saying, but you it makes people uncomfortable because sometimes what I say people can
Yeah.
associate because I talk about behavior a lot. And it's like a lot of things I say, like even sometimes I know Commander would be like, damn, I did that before or and then I'll be talking like, damn, I do that. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that aspect. And
Yeah.
it can be uncomfortable for people to check themselves or look at themselves. Like when you're talking about like development and maturity, like mental maturity or emotional maturity, and then you start giving descriptions, and I use myself, but ain't nothing new under the sun, bro. I ain't been through shit. Ain't nobody else been through. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So even talking about myself, it can still hit somebody like that. I experienced that. But I'm talking from a point of overcoming something when they still there. So that's how he kind of broke it down to me. And I'm like, I don't know no other way to do it though. Like that's just
Yeah.
me. That's just how I do it.
Until you get to look at yourself in the mirror, right? Michael Jackson. Yeah. Look yourself
Oh
in the
yeah,
mirror and you get to see everything.
I'm talking
And
about the
I'm
man in the mirror. Yeah.
I'm asking you to change his way.
yeah. See,
Oh,
I just said a couple of
that's the
words and you
shit,
already
bro.
know.
Take a look at yourself and make the change. I'm the man in the mirror.
Mhm.
You know the whole
Yeah.
song?
Change his way.
Change.
Oh, hey. Bro, I get chills when I say that. I get the moving like Mike and everything. I'm up here,
That's one of the best songs, man.
bro, man, that shit make you want to be a better person. That shit, bro.
Do you know what Mike was going through for real? Something that he
Oh, that
couldn't even
boy,
communicate to the world. Crazy. He was such a leader. Mm. You only understand
man,
that. You only understand that through a song. That's how great he was.
I don't care who you are, bro. If you listen to a couple Michael Jackson songs, I think that be replayed in people's ears while they sleep. I think racism in, bro. Racism
Mm.
in. There
I
won't
think.
be no such thing.
Mm.
Wipe it out with music, bro. You can subconsciously program people.
You know, I heard a word. I heard the other day. The other thing I was on. I was in my car coming back from Mountain View in Silicon Valley, and it was like it's not about race. We are the human race. I don't care what continent that you found yourself on. It's a human race. So racism don't exist. Colorism and classism is a thing that we created. Is that true?
Racism has to exist. Racism, it just has to. It's part of the system. Like
But is it
race
truly
is people.
racism?
I mean, once you get to a certain level, race don't matter. I was talking about that the other night. That's crazy. But once you get to a certain level, bro, race doesn't matter. It becomes class, bro.
Yeah.
Once
No,
you reach a certain
rest.
tier, it becomes class because there's rich white
For
people
instance, back
who call
in the
poor white
UK,
people trash.
UK,
Yeah,
right?
and you have
Yeah,
rich white people who call poor white people trash.
Yeah.
So class that they don't care about if they white or not. They not
So
in
it
their
ain't
class,
about
so they
color.
trash.
Yeah.
When it gets to a certain point, races, all that shit matter to poor people, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm just being real. If you
Yeah.
racist, 9 times out of 10 you poor. Nine
yeah,
times out of 10 you poor.
race doesn't matter. White people
That's
are
poor people.
no better than black people. And
Man,
it
I
just
was living by a trailer park where all the white people used to live in the trailer park behind us, and we had a whole house. I never seen poor white people. We didn't even call them poor whites. They was invited to my house. My mom created, we made dinner, we did everything. So it's just like,
Yeah.
man, you if you really lived it, that was back in the day. If you really lived it, like, I mean, you can fake the front all you want. But we had that pot roast for you. Everybody ate good, and we never said, "Oh, you can't eat. You can't eat with our dishes or our silverware and all this cutlery. You can't do that." Nah, everybody eat with the same spoon. That's
yeah,
how I was raised,
yeah, but
and we never
we're
asked
all
one red cent. We never told their parents to pay us back. We never told them kids, "Hey, your parents got to watch our kids," for the free. Never.
yeah,
Everything was literally, we are a team. So
yeah.
tell me, tell me,
Yeah.
living that life, being in that life, tell me what's
No,
going on.
we're all humans. We're all the same. It doesn't matter what skin color you have or anything.
Heard you.
Yeah,
But this the thing too though. This the thing. And like when you talk about this, like I like to be honest, bro. It feel good to say like it's only one race, human race. But your race heavily influence your experience in life. That's just
Of
reality.
course. Your
Whatever
upbringing
race you are.
does.
If
Yeah.
you like my wife Middle Eastern, bro, she was called a sand N word growing up. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? She experienced racism when she speak her language and people tell her to go home, go back to your country. They call her people terrorists. So her
yeah.
race matters, bro. To
When I
help
was
like
overseas, they called me a bee. I didn't know what a bee was. I was like, a bee?
be
Like, what?
a bead and bead in
I already
Arabic
know what
means
it is, but
slave,
I was just like,
black slave. Yeah, bead
yeah,
means black
yeah.
slave.
You
But
already
but
know. You know.
contextual, but contextual, they got it wrong because they got it from an Aramaic
Come
word.
on,
It
man.
was it meant a bead means master,
Exactly.
but a bead in Arabic means they translate it into black slave, but it's really black master from
Yeah.
Aramaic origins.
On top of
So they
that,
used
I
to
didn't
call
even
the
care
Moors.
because
They used to
everything
call the
that I
Moors.
had, when they called me a
But see, I,
bee, I was like, how am I a bee? I was like, a bee. They didn't even know I knew how to speak their language, especially Southern Indian language. Right. They didn't know I knew how to speak their language. So I was just listening. I was like, oh, okay. And my wife even was just like, man, so what they saying? I was like, babe, you never studied the language, but I'm telling you, like, it's all good. And
yeah. So,
I knew that.
but
I
race.
knew what they were saying, but they was mad at the fact that ARD was somebody that was here to help create a lot of stuff that y'all benefit from. And so it was like, all right, I hear they never seen a black person, huh? Oh, he's not black, he's black American. What? Black
Well, nah, bro.
American?
Bro, you know better
What?
than me, bro.
But hey,
You
let me
get
be
treated
black
when you.
American, but you still need my help.
But no, it's different. Like when you go overseas and shit,
Your
it's
own people
different when
can't
they
even
have.
help you right now. I'm helping you.
No, but it's different when you go overseas how they identify you as black because they look at Black
No, they
Americans
said Black American.
different than yeah, they look at Black Americans different than they look at Africans. Bro. They
Yeah,
look at us different. They look at us totally
yeah,
different.
that
They
was
don't like
crazy. You
Africans. They
know,
dog the shit out of Africans everywhere. They don't fuck with
but I'm
Black
on my
Americans
third
like that. They think
passport.
twice.
I'm
They
on my
think
third
twice.
passport.
They think twice before they fuck with Black Americans. Like they don't fuck with them like they do Africans. Bro. They dog the shit out of Africans. Hey, you.
Yeah.
I remember I told somebody like I'm from Detroit. That's why. Like yeah, bro. Oh, okay, buddy.
The D
But they was
town,
cool too
yeah,
after that. I like, oh shit, man. They love to fly
yeah.
in France, bro. They love your ass over there, man. But
No, I said all that to
yeah,
say
color,
we're all
but yeah, color do.
together, but man, people don't really understand until they need help. And right now, we're gonna see once again how we all need help, how we all need to be together, how we all gotta really be having our own back and each other backs. I don't care what color you is. It's all about
Yeah.
y'all. I don't care about none of
Yeah,
that. It's all about literally.
it's
It's
about spirit.
really about what is your true heart. Like it's what is your compass? You know, what is your
Yeah.
moral compass? Like you know,
Yeah. Everyone should just get on together. You know what I mean?
But see,
So
to do that, we have to see color, bro, because that color brings to for us to really come together, we gotta appreciate everyone's experience, right? Like
hmm
I don't like this. This is what I say. This is why I say color matter because you have some white people, right, who've been through some crazy shit, and if you didn't know they was white, you would think they was black from from like stereotypes,
that's a
like
fact.
growing up in the
I
hood,
mean,
growing up
my
in the
experience
project,
alone, you
you know,
thought I was
being
white and
poor,
not black. You know,
being on welfare and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that gives you a it takes away that white privilege because guess what? All white people ain't privileged, bro. At most, they get the benefit of the doubt.
I
As
told you
far as
about that
privilege,
trailer
man,
park. That trailer
yeah,
park.
you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
bro. I grew up on 7 Mile, a mile away from 8. You go across
Yeah,
that, then
so
you in
Eight
the
Mile
trailer
too.
park.
I was so me and my
Yeah,
people we was right there off of Beach Daily on 6 Mile.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know where Beach Daily is. I used to
yeah,
work at a
yeah.
marketing firm. It was
Back when
like
they
the
had
most
the
I
tennis
ever
court
marketed
when we
for.
was playing tennis like
Yeah,
Serena and Venus.
yeah, I used to have to
Yeah,
come up on Beach Daily. Yeah,
Oh
we used to
yeah.
work there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That type of shit. You know what we know.
so
And I ain't gotta explain it.
I think class matters more than anything else, right? Because you could say that people need to see color, but this person's experience as a black person or a brown person, just because you're the same color, it might not, or like ARD is saying, the trailer park whites, it might not have any reflection of somebody else who's white who lives in a really upper class gated community, right? So I think, you know, classism is really the big problem. That's how I see
You
it.
gotta get
Yeah.
past. You gotta get past racism first to get to classism, and then it's like you gotta handle one part. But if you in that upper class, like I'm not gonna say I'm in that the upper class, but where I'm at, racism is not the problem. It's the
But
classism in the area
but
I'm at. But growing up, it was racism. But
right,
I
but
advanced past that level.
Yeah.
the thing
And
is,
honestly,
if
even the quote unquote trailer park whites, they was always invited to the supper. They was always invited to anything. We became real family because the color didn't separate us.
so
You
you're
know,
making my point for me. For you, it was based around you
it
were
was
all in the
about
same
character.
class.
It was about integrity.
Okay, if
Our
that's how you
parents all hung up everything, like
right, but you're in
everything.
the same neighborhood,
Of course, we was actually we weren't in the actual same neighborhood, but we was right there. Yeah,
well, across the street.
yeah, we was around the block. Yeah.
But if it was a gated community across the street, you think that you'd be
We
inviting
did
them over?
everything but build a gate around like our community. We did everything but build a gate. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
because
I
it was
think your
so many.
definition
I'm not gonna
of a
lie. It
gated
was it
community
was a
is
lot
different
of
than mine.
it was a lot of like parents that was tweaking,
Yeah.
and they was tweaking and stealing stuff, right? Breaking into people's houses and all this stuff.
But
And you thought it
okay.
was like black people, but they was tweaking. You know, that's before fent. You know, before fentanyl. You know,
Yeah.
back in the day, it was really tweaking. You know, and
But
that was like back in the day.
what I'm saying is that do you think that your experience is the same as a black person that had all the benefits possible? They could do whatever they wanted. You really think that your experience is similar to theirs?
I don't know how to answer that question. What do you mean? Like break it down.
I mean, what I'm saying is that don't you think that your experience with the whites that were close to you, don't you think that the reason you were so easy, it was easy for you to break bread with them is because your experience was a lot closer to theirs than somebody that's at the top 1% of income earners?
No,
I
my parents never was top 1% ever.
I know.
Never.
That I hear that. That's what I'm saying. Is that your uh ability, you're saying you broke bread with everybody. Okay, but are you going to be breaking bread with the top 1%? What I'm saying is you can share the same skin color, but I mean, if
I
their experience is totally different, it's totally alien to what you experience, you think you would have the same attitude with those people? Or do you think that you'd be more likely to break bread with the white person in your neighborhood?
No. If I heard your
yeah.
question right, top 1% earners and not being an earner for my family, right? Does that change how you treat people? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it's not about changing how you treat people. It's that the experience wouldn't even be available to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
so you're saying the access, right?
Yeah,
so Bob,
it just wouldn't happen.
so
Oh, no.
let me give
Hold
you
on.
an example of my life of what you saying, brother. Because
I
like
was gonna say, go ahead.
on my dad's side, like everybody's super successful. So in Pennsylvania, we I ain't gonna say 1%, but you know, we're in the burbs, we on acres and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got access to a lot of stuff on my dad's side. So when I used to go visit, like it's all white people around me. We go to country clubs, we go and play golf and shit like that. But when I go
Right.
home, I can't even go across Mac
So it's a
without being
different
profiled.
world. It's a different
Yeah,
world,
and
right?
and and that was class because like even being in that environment with them, it wasn't about being black or white. When I
Right.
was on
Nah, it's not
with my dad,
being
it
black
wasn't
and white.
about
It's
being black
specific.
or white. It
Mm-hmm.
was now, let me tell you, so down the street was a community park and I was good at basketball. So every time I came, they wanted to go down there and play, you know, hoop against those people because I was with them. And these like from like the hood people, right? And it's like
Yeah,
I'm from the so
you
when
get
I
it
come, not
in.
only
You
am I
did.
edgy and from the hood, but I'm on their side. So it was like we go down there, we whoop ass, I'm talking shit and everything. They couldn't go down there without me. They couldn't. They didn't want to go down there without me. You know what I'm saying? Because they felt like they was gonna get robbed, people were gonna take advantage of them, they was gonna get pushed around the block.
Mm.
Uh, but when I'm with them, we can go down there and have fun. And it was a different class. But guess what? When we leave, they wasn't just talking about the black people; they talking about the whole white people. And I heard this out of a very successful white man. Right? He told me he invited me to the dinner party. I'm the only black guy, right? And the reason I was invited because I had access to some stuff he liked. I ain't go, say too much, but that's why I was invited, right? So the next day at work, I was like, I was telling them thanks and all that. And one of the guys who worked with me
Wow.
was like, "Oh, he invited you to the party," and he told me he was like, "Don't tell nobody." And I'm like, "Okay." And when I talked to him later on, right, he was like this. He was like, "I'm gonna be honest with you." He said, "I like you." He said, "We cool. We got a rapport and all that." He was like, and the guy he was talking about he was cool with me. He was a white boy. He was cool with me. He was like, "But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like your friend." And he said he's white trash. And I'm like, yeah, why you call him that? He said because he said you may be black and from the hood, but you take advantage of all your opportunities. He said that boy ain't even taking advantage of no opportunities. So people like that to me is trash. And I'm like, what opportunities? He said he got an opportunity because he's white. He ain't taking advantage of it. A very successful white man told me that. That's how they look at white people who don't fit in their class. Like they didn't take advantage of opportunity. I ain't gonna say all of them, but he did specifically. And I'm looking at people he hanging around and how he, and I'm like, and that made me understand. I'm like, damn, why they cool with me, but they treat them like shit? And it was the class aspect. It wasn't because they was white. It was because they was in the lower class. They didn't view me
Yeah.
with what I had access to. They found out my cousins played. Like they, I talked to them. They found out like even who my mom was in the hospital. You know, so
I
it
had
was.
this is a great story, and that's why I wanted to like make sure I understood the question right. But honestly, word that's dope because one of the people that I know met me on the green, right? You know, when we was golfing. He didn't know I golf. He just saw me teeing off and practicing, and it was like 6 in the morning. It's like, what you doing here? He ain't know my family like actually owned. He didn't know like we literally sacrificed to buy all that stuff for the whole land, you know. So
Wait, your
my
family owns a
dad,
golf course?
so we're partners in the golf course.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Back in
You
the but I didn't know about golf. I was all about all this, you know. I was, we were trained to be focused on everything outside of the bad stuff. We were trained to literally be focused on everything outside the bad stuff. So it's not like, oh, you have access to this, you have access to that. No. I saw my parents bleed for this stuff. I saw
right.
my dad really figure it out and have real conversations. I saw my mom have long days, like I saw that, like literally. And I saw how all my family came together, because we didn't want to, they tried to build a jail, at one place that I used to live, and that was during the pandemic. They tried to build a jail there, even though I advocated with the governor and everybody to do this, that, and the third. Well, you don't have access to the governor. You don't normally people don't have access to that. But because of your work, it's not about who you know and how you was raised. Your work allows you to say, hey, I know I'm out here in the bay. I'm out here doing this and the third. But I'll be remiss for you to build a jail there. Okay. How do we do that? I'm out here in the bay. Right? How do we do that? All right, let's make it a career center. Let's make it something that, we can actually promote and advocate and build a career, give people some development. I said, nah, because if we put a jail right here, you already know this, that, and the third. ARD, yeah, I know this. I said, no, be focused. Like, I'm telling you, what do I got to do to do this? Did it without even asking. Nobody even knew. Boom. Your influence. You don't have to put any money in ARD. Your influence. I thank you for what you said to me. I was like, all right, bet. I was like, hey, man, where Chuck at? What is? It's like, yeah, he was just asking about you. I was like, all right. Yeah, tell him I said what's up. Everybody know Chuck was the first guy that had the helicopter pad on his roof. And he didn't even have a helicopter license. That's back in the day. Like, how do you really know what's going on if you don't know what's going on? Right? And my dad and my mom, always my godmom, everybody put us in position to not do the right thing. They put us in position to be influenced by the right people. And they saw how we did. So when I say my name is my name, I don't have to trip on that. Like it's really my name. I don't play games. So bringing that back to the front. with having to curate the culture in the community. I'm not gonna lie. I hated the fact that people wanted to take advantage and create more negative opportunities instead of positive opportunities. So I really had to get down. I really had to do something that, you know, made sure that, this is all resilient. Period.
Hey, my bad. Let me play this real quick. I didn't even know somebody sent me a cash app. Bro. Hold on 1 second. Appreciate that.
Come on, get that money, 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 money. I don't come the money, money.
Hey Steph,
Appreciate that.
make
Appreciate
sure
that.
they send that. I got you.
What was above it? You said, huh? But but no, I know what you were saying too. They was I mean I believe classism is the problem, but it's uh, I guess the best way I can explain my perspective is it's almost like a tier list, right? You got to get past sexism first. Then once you get past that, you got to deal with racism. Then once you get that, then you get to classism. But racism and sexism is a buffer
Yeah.
because if you get to classism, then that's when you will really start seeing where the problem lies. You feel what I'm saying? Then you go
It's
see where the
classism and
problem
social class. You know.
is. So
For
I mean,
instance, I can
I
live in
do.
my like. Can I tell you one thing too? And my bad. Where I live when I bought my first property, it was a lot of Indian people. Right? Yeah. And they always clutch the purses and all this shit. And even though I got low ARD, all this, they never seen a black man came out here. But not only where I lived at that time, but I bought 3 other properties. They never seen that. So like now when I like go over here trying to see what's good, woo, woo, man, classism is like, oh, it's all such and such culture. But it's like, wait, y'all asking me for help. Y'all asking me for this, y'all asking me for that. And you don't even know who I am. But when I see you in person, I'm walking a little ARD around this territory that I own, everybody clutch their purse. And I don't want my daughter to understand that, right? I'm just like, bro, when you think about classism, it's not just classism alone. It's like classism, but insecurity. Like, like literally, I have almost 50% of the neighborhood state. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Allegedly, right? What's going on? And I'm allowing y'all motherfuckers to live here. Like what? I'm like, you dig? I'm not bringing all the poor whites, all the poor blacks, all this bull stuff. Nah, I'm allowing it to exist. So tell me, when it come to classism, who's being classist? Tell me,
I'll
because
tell
I
you.
can really
I'll
be
tell
on
you. I'll
some
tell
real
you.
bully stuff.
I'll tell you. So here's the difference, right? So for
There
me,
is no difference, but
no,
explain
I'm
it.
going to tell you the difference. I'm going to tell you my difference. For me, I had no good examples, right? Uh, I owned a house before my parents did, right? My parents went through bankruptcy when they got money. When I finally got out of the hood, when they got money, they went through bankruptcy. They went through credit card debt. I had no good examples, right? So
Well,
for
that's a
me,
financial example. That's
Hold on,
not an
hold on, hold
actual
right,
on, hold on,
character.
bro. Yeah,
and all you
hold on, let
talked
him do it.
about,
Oh yeah, my bad.
all you talked about was financial examples. You're talking about how your family has a golf course, and you're talking about your estate and stuff. So that's what I'm talking about. right? You talked about how your parents and your family put you in positions to get good examples. I didn't have that, right? So to me, that's classism. I didn't have any good examples. I had to make my own. That's
Right.
classism.
Fair.
The class don't
Thank
say
you for
about race.
sharing that. You
Yeah,
said
that's my
my family put me in position, right?
well.
That's what
That's
you
how
said.
you put it. That's how you put it, right?
No, what I
Your
said
family
was,
put you in a position to get good examples, right?
of course, as far as mindset, as far as, working together, yeah, they did. They didn't give me money.
No, no. Yeah, I'm not saying they gave you money. What I'm saying is examples. I had none of. I didn't have examples even.
You see,
They didn't
yeah,
give me examples. They were the examples.
Well,
that's what
that's
he
how.
said. He said
That's
because
what
of
I'm
your
saying.
family, you knew what was possible. Like these
Yeah,
things are achievable. He's saying he didn't have none of that. He had to go figure it out. Without
yeah,
and without knowing what was possible. And see, that's why I say like makes me different from a lot of people I grew up with in the hood is because I had those examples. Even though it wasn't right here in my face, I had my aunties, I had my uncles, I had, even my mom. Well, I ain't gonna say it went in my face. My mom bust her ass to get with me, and I seen her work ethic. I seen what working hard, being smart, finance. I seen where it led her. So I had that. A lot of my friends didn't. Like we were the examples for them. Like, that kind of fucked me up when one of my boys told me that because he ended up owning two businesses. And he was like, "Man, bro, if I didn't come over your house and stay the night because my stepfather had his shop, my mom was a nurse, you know, so he seen that from my thing, and he realized like, damn, I can own my own business and pay my stepfather. But, I can go to school and get educated and
yeah,
get a good job. He's saying that from his parents when his parents worked at the factory. It was hard working people, but they barely
yeah.
had time. They had to work hard to live where we was at. Both of them had to work in the factory.
And you in the D, you
And
know it's
so he
good.
was being,
Right.
so he was getting raised by my family at the time. For like 3, 4 years, he was constantly eating with us. He used to stay the night over the house all the time, wake up right before school, go take a shower, get dressed, and man him off to school. But he'd leave my house at like 4 or 5 in the morning to go home because he just fell asleep. You know,
Yeah.
just because he wanted to be in that environment. You know, he didn't
Mm.
have that at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's why I say like,
So am
but
I?
see,
So
this
we got to create the narrative different. Just because we have access and people, certain things do work out, certain things don't. Ask me how I know. But my thing is, we have opportunity right now to say, hey, let's go ahead and for instance, the land, right? My great granddad didn't own this land. In that same land, I created a whole laundry mat, giving people free access. Literally, it's like, yo, whatever it is, I'll build the infrastructure. We're gonna do it. You know how much money I had to pay for that? It's not about the money. It was like stop worrying about certain things so you can create a family. Really focus on your family. Don't
Yeah.
worry about certain things. And because somebody had some land and I did well by it, they didn't have to have the land. I didn't have to fight for the land. But I did. Just a couple of little, whatever. And I was like, man, I talked to my family. I was like, man, I'm about to do this. You know, we can't do that ARD. We can't, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's like, how do you go 3 generations later and you got somebody like ARD? It's like, nah, we doing this. And this is what I got a vision for. Hey, family, what y'all think on this? Y'all gonna get paid. Here's y'all salary. And on top of that, you can keep whatever extra. Never even ask for nothing.
Yeah.
Literally.
you,
finances is one thing, but opportunity is everything.
yeah, you should always look after your family. Yeah, that's a good thing.
So if I'm wrong by thinking how I think, I'm cool because I don't think like how you want to present it. I think in a way of if you have an opportunity to help not only yourself but the community around yourself, why not do it?
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
want to show Bob something real quick. Um, I gotta find that 6 months ago. Was it that far? Man, I do too many videos, bro. I be thinking it seemed like I do a video that was like not too long ago, and I look back at as far as hmm. But I did a show um about classism and racism, and in that show, I was saying the same thing that you said, and then having conversations, I realized like um it's like classism is a problem for me right now. I don't really deal with racism too much, not too much, unless I come online and. But in real life, I don't really deal with it. I deal with more classism. But for me to say classism is the problem over racism, I'm still omitting like other people's experience because to say racism isn't a problem, I can say it for me. But to say it's not a problem in society, I would be disingenuous. I'd be disingenuous because a lot of people got to deal with racism.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I'll
anybody
be
that would
lying to you
say
right now to say I'm a black man in America and I don't deal with quote unquote racism. I'll be a
yeah,
lie to you.
anybody that would say racism isn't a factor, that's just not true. But
No, and that's why
I
I
think
said, mm,
I think the thing is for me that in my experience, classism outweighs it because
how does it
personally,
outweigh it when you don't have opportunities because of classism and racism? How does it outweigh it?
I'm trying to tell you right now. You just got
All
to
right,
listen.
yeah, all right,
So
let's listen.
personally, I dealt with racism more in my own family than I experienced it in the real world. Now, I'm a brown person, right? I'm not black. I can pass as a white person. So maybe that's why, right? Maybe my personal experience, I come off like just some white guy, right? But in
I
my
am
own,
brown too, but everybody say I'm black.
yeah, yeah, I'm saying brown because I'm half Mexican, half white, right?
Okay,
So in my own family, I experienced more racism and amongst my own people. Like you're talking about, like if I go to Mexico, it doesn't matter how brown you are. If you're American, you're
they
treated
say you're
like
black, you're brown American.
exactly. It's the
And
same
my
things
kind of yeah.
like you guys were talking about. So personally, I stopped feeling so much the feelings of racism once I got into the workforce, right? But before that, my life was basically completely my experience was completely colored by feeling some type of way because most of my family is pure Mexican, right? So I was kind of an outcast. So personally, my experience with racism kind of stopped there. And at
Mm.
that point, classism took over because it was more about what class am I in? What stratosphere can I reach, right? Based on
Mhm.
what I was taught and what I was given, right? Now that might not be the case for other people, right? And I think I explained why because for me, I could pass as a white guy. And
That's
I
what I was about to
honestly,
say. I was like, you're talking about corporate and everything. Everybody wants
yeah,
to be white passing.
yeah. Well, and I would
How
get
about this?
flack.
Not
I
only
would
am I brown plus, I'm brown plus. Like, I'm really like that. I don't
Yeah.
care about being white passing. Oh, AR, do you speak well? Hey,
It's
AR,
not
do you
about
do
it's
this?
not about caring.
But
It's not about
everybody
caring.
wants to go under the radar of what
No,
they
but
are because
it's
they
not
get to
about
see.
it's not about passing. The fact is,
You
if my
are though.
home
You just
no
said
no
it. I
no,
can be
Hold
Mexican and
on,
I'm
white
hold on,
still
hold
passing.
on, hold
talking.
on.
I'm still
I
talking.
know that yeah, you gotta let him build his idea. He keeps stopping him.
The fact is that my homie that I helped get a job, it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the people above us think. And the fact is, I don't know how much it mattered that I was white passing, but I do know that I managed him. He didn't manage me. Okay? Now, that's not to say that that's the only reason, but guess what? The only racism that I dealt with was him telling me, giving me shit for me passing as white. It wasn't about me caring, right? I don't care. But if the guy that's under me, who I known for a long time, if he cares and he's giving me shit for it, that's when I hear about it, right? Me, I just go about my day doing the best I can, right?
But no one should care whether they're black or white. We're all humans. It doesn't matter whether you're black or white. It,
Well,
it, it,
if
it,
you're white, it doesn't matter.
yeah, it shouldn't do, is what I mean.
Yeah, and that's that what is it, normativity philosophy, how things ought to be, but this is
Yeah,
reality. And but that's what I'm saying too about the like even like I said, like even my experience now, I don't deal with racism, I deal with classism. That's more my
yeah,
issue. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So I had that conversation, how the problem, but I even broke it down, like because like when you like this is like just looking at it, you can keep men and women arguing. Guess what they ain't talking about? Guess what they
yeah,
ain't getting together to fix the issues with the classism? If you get racists to keep arguing about racism, guess what you
yeah,
ain't getting to fix the classism? That's more the top tier. And I feel like racism and sexism was created to keep people from unifying to go against classism. Don't nobody
100%.
yeah,
talk about classism, bro. Don't nobody
Yeah.
be talking about that shit, bro. You know
But
what I'm
there's a
saying?
reason. And the
Because-
reason is because what you just said.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because we hooked on the sexism. I mean, go to the internet. You gonna see people talking about white people talking about black people talking about white people. They gonna talk
yeah,
racists talking about racists, religions talking about religion, sexists talking about sexism. Ain't nobody talking about classism. And
yeah, but
the video I did, that was the point I was making. Like, I
yeah,
understand this is an issue for people, but once you go beyond this, you see what the problem really is. All these are byproducts of classism.
Yeah.
Racism, all this is the byproduct of it. Like, even the term white in the United States, don't nobody, when you travel
The
the world,
term
they don't
privilege.
identify themselves. No, but when you go outside this country, don't know white people call themselves white. They don't identify with white.
I was
They
in the
either
Philippines
they're
and they
they're
didn't
they're,
look at me like a
they're,
black man. They just
they're
said I
they
was
are their
American.
nation. They are their nationality. Wherever landmass they come from, that's who they are. That's how they identify themselves. Only in America, the people. And then when you look through the history, white that class was created to buffer because at that time, indentured servants were white, slaves were black. These motherfuckers was getting together, fucking up slave owners.
yeah,
So that this whole racist system was created to separate people, to keep people separated. It's easier to control people when they divided. It's hard to
yeah.
control people when they're united.
And
That's
that's wrong. Everyone should be united. Everyone should be friendly to each other. Whether you're black or white, whether you're, whatever.
So, word, this touches on what kind of what I was going to talk about. With my experience, I mean, the most insidious part about it is that once you start this ball rolling, it carries itself out inside of, you know, in Mexican culture, if you go to Mexico, if you're light skinned, you're perceived to be higher class automatically. That's how it works, right? And so that just perpetuates itself. It runs on its own, right? They don't once they get the ball rolling, they don't have to do anything.
I don't gotta do shit, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit is created perfectly. Like, I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just stating facts, bro. Because even in Jamaica, it's like that, bro. The later you are in Jamaica, the higher class you are. Even in China, you know what I mean? Dark Chinese people it is, bro. You don't see them motherfuckers, bro. They don't even, like, bro. They created like it's, bro, intelligently designed. But I hate to cut this short, but I gotta get my boy up. I gotta take him to this meeting tomorrow in the morning. I gotta get my butt to bed. I am not gonna feel like getting up at about 10 o'clock. But this
Uh,
when I come back, bro, I might have to come back sooner than I want to. 'Cause this was a good conversation, or
yeah,
maybe
for
we
sure.
yeah, I've got to leave
my
in a
boy
minute.
popping up.
I've got things to do. Thanks a lot. Cheers. I love you all.
See you, Wildheart.
Take it easy, Wildheart. Hey, Athens, I knew you was gonna
Athens,
pop up.
what up?
What's up, man? How'd you know I was gonna pop up?
Because I was about to get off.
Oh, I don't want to stop you then. That's all right.
Yeah,
Do your thing.
I might have Commander fire up a show. Cause I'm gonna be off. I'm working on some stuff to make a better show, better optics to the show. I want to do some content. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little hiatus, but I'm gonna say to
Yeah.
Commander, if she wanna spark up a show.
Who command? What on your channel?
Yeah, I got a couple channels. Anytime y'all follow Petty Vision, I'll probably have her spark something up over there. We need some views over
I'm
there.
in
We need like
Jersey. I'm in Jersey on business. I'm in Jersey on business, so I'm up in the hotel room. But I got my inspiration. You see, I brought my flag. You see the School of Athens painting, Raphael, 1511.
yeah,
I hung it up in the hotel room for inspiration. Mhm.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's
right.
up.
All right, man. Well, if you going, you going. That's cool. I wanted to talk about Sonya Massey. I seen that and I was like, yo,
Man,
I
I could
know.
do a whole. I'm probably gonna have to come back and do a whole show on that. Cause you
Yeah, I
two are
like
pretty
that.
good.
You know
I
me with
you
the 1A, man. I that's right up my alley, man.
and I think you and Baba, because Baba had. If you go back to the beginning, man, Baba had some good points too. On that.
Really?
So I think yeah, and we talk about. I think I want to get with both of y'all and talk about Charlie Kirk, bro. I want to hear your opinion
Yeah.
about the situation.
Yeah.
'Cause this shit
Yeah.
wild, bro. That shit is fucking wild to me. That's like a
Yeah.
modern day JFK conspiracy.
I know. It is.
Mm.
It is.
Wow. Well, yeah, let me get my butt off here, bro, because it's almost 3:30 here where I'm at, and I got to
Okay.
get up in a couple hours. I got to go
Okay.
listen to some teachers talk, so
No
I
doubt. No
don't want to
doubt.
go to sleep on. But man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man.
All right.
I appreciate y'all definitely coming through.
I'll see you later, my
Have a,
friend. One. One.
all right, see you later, my boy.
All right, one.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. We rocked out tonight. Good conversations too. Shout out to Wild Heart. Shout out to ARD. Shout out to my boy Baba. Shout out to my boy School of Athens, man. Like I said, I'm gonna take a little hiatus. I'm gonna see a commander. If she got time, I'll let her run the show. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna take a little hiatus. I want to work on some things, some content, and work on the channel in general. Like gonna be changing some stuff, some formats. It's still all about self development though. It's just I'm gonna do things a little different, right? I want to upload more content, um, than just go live and talk about it. And then that way, when I go live, I can because I like to freestyle more or less. I don't really like doing shows. So I mean, y'all know me. I can say whatever I need to say in a couple minutes and be done with it. If anybody got questions, then they can ask me when I go live. I'm gonna just do it like that. But my focused content, I'm gonna make it actual content instead of trying to do it live and talk about it. But shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out to everybody who came up. My boy Mob only. I gotta get with Mob, man. It's something I want to do with Mob. Shout out to Mob, man. Make sure y'all go show. Hold on, bro. Where you at? Make sure y'all go show Mob some love. Hey, when I'm off, this time that I'm off, Mob usually be on, man. So make sure y'all go over there and check on my boy Mob. Uh, Atmosphere. Can you drop? I just gave him a stick, but can you drop Mob's link in the chat? I don't know if Atmosphere know how to do it. But yeah, go show Mob. We gonna be mobbing with the nine in a minute. Wait till I link up with Mob, man. That's one of my boys, man. If y'all like music, if y'all in Mob, we was just over here. Mob, damn Mob, where was you at, bro? We was talking about that shit, bro. They was sitting over here trying to like, man, Atmosphere with Mob. Atmosphere was in the trip in a chat tripping, bro. You got to go do a wellness check on him, bro. He was saying some crazy shit in the chat, talking about Vanilla Ice better than Eminem. Man, you got to go see. Oh shit, go to Baba in the building, man. Stop playing with me. Hold on, Baba. Y'all already know. Y'all know who Baba is. Baba don't be playing. Baba is the sponsor of the show. Appreciate you, my brother. Always. Much love, baby.
There's something about these online platforms that seems to attract a lot of craziness. You know,
Chestnut! Jesus Christ! What is this?
there's something about these online platforms that seems to attract a lot of craziness. You know. There's something about these online platforms that seems to attract a lot of craziness. You know.
Shout out to Baba. Appreciate you, my brother, for sponsoring the show tonight, man. That boy didn't drop the hundo on me. I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you. Yeah, but yeah, I'm about to learn how to play with this OBS, y'all. So I want to bring more to the show, not just the good conversations, but yeah, I'm gonna bring more to the show. We're gonna do it, but I'm gonna take some time off to do that. But like I said, there's a lot of great content creators. My boy Mob in the chat. Y'all can definitely go check out Mob. He will keep y'all entertained. Um, Gary will probably pick up some slack, until I come back. And if Commander want to run the show, she got the keys to the back cage, so she can spark it up. But yeah, I ain't gonna be gone too long, but just take a little minute off and get some things together, figure out how to do, you know. Once I figure out this OBS, man, we gonna be on the pop. We gonna be on the pop, and I got some good. Like I said, I'm gonna just drop the content, make some videos, and that way we can have more discussion. But the participation is appreciated. The participation is definitely appreciated. But yeah, man, let me get my butt off here, man. If I ain't have to get baby boy up tomorrow, I'll still be rocking. That was a good conversation, yo. Good conversation. Appreciate that. But and that's what we do, man. We want to come over here and have dialogue like that because what Baba was saying is just another experience, bro. And a lot of us, if we don't have these conversations, we'll just be rolling with these stigmas, right? Thinking that everything is left when it's really right, So that's why I like having these conversations, bro. It just gives us, like Dane Calloway say, I'm just here to make y'all think, but give us a reason to think a little deeper into our own personal perceptions of how things are by hearing other people's experiences, right? And it could take some of the biases out and give you a clear lens of what reality has to offer, right? Because I'll be honest with you, man, this shit we call life, it ain't what y'all think it is, man. It ain't what y'all think it is. And the more you get to traveling and talking to people, you'll start seeing, bro. And I ain't trying to get my ass JFK, so we'll talk about it. Well, let me get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, bro. Y'all know what I always say. Care about how you feel. These are conversations that create nations. And if I said anything that resonated with you, do me a favor, hit that share button. Tell somebody. Tell somebody. Help me spread the word. But until next time, that's all I got.
And do it for the 9.
What up, 9?
Acknowledge me!